What's good, everybody? What's good, man? Y'all know who it is. To those who don't, I am your boy Slick 50 for the judges table. You feel me? Man, I gotta ask y'all, did y'all like that top rank card or not? Before we get into that, though, straight up, hit that like button as y'all coming in. I greatly appreciate it. To all my folk over here on Boxing GMT over there on X, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I know I'm late, man, but hey, family come first. You know what I'm talking about? Had a great time with the fam and all of that, man. My bad, something threw me off. But yeah, man. Yo. Tomorrow we got great big heavyweight bout, which is dope. AJ versus Dubois. I need to know who the hell y'all picking on that fight. Like I said, who you got. You know what I'm saying? Amongst other topics that's been going through going down through the week. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm trying to think where I want to start. You know what I'm saying? It was so much going on, bro. But I guess we can start with the big question, man. Shout out to Richard Torres, man. Sucks that he had to win that way. My guy kept spitting out his mouthpiece. I've never seen a 10-7 round. If anybody else know another fight where you seen a 10-7 round, make sure you put that in chat. But I don't think I've ever seen a 10-7 round. But rightfully so, they disqualified him. You know what I'm saying? Because every time my guy got hurt, he just spit his mouthpiece out, trying to buy time, constantly trying to buy time. You know what I mean, or whatnot. And so Rich Torres won off. He was kicking dude ass. I mean, dude was a dud anyways, though. But I mean, Rich Torres was kicking his ass. Emilio Vargas looked as sharp. I mean, but he was fighting a tough little cat. I don't know where they got that cat from. Fryer. It was crazy, bro. He was tough, bro. Like, not skill-wise, he just could take a punch. Like, he just, man, he didn't want to go down. It was a body shot where I just knew my guy was just going to crumble. He just looked like he was been sick, but he weathered the storm. You know what I'm saying? Emilio came out, but he ended up getting him out of there. You know what I'm saying? I think Emilio hurt his hand somewhere in there, though, because it was weird. He hit him with the right, then he just backed up and turned around, kind of walked off, and then regained his composure, started working with the left, and then he used the right a couple times, but he got him up out of there, man. I ain't gonna lie. Emilio Vargas looks sharp. First fight at 140, looking real nice. Looking real nice. I can't see what else they're gonna do with him. You know what I'm saying? He's my favorite of the three brothers so far, but I definitely want to see what they're gonna do with him. The Magia fight, bruh. I'm already seeing a lot of hype around it. I still see the same Magia, given it's only been what? I don't know, 2 months, somewhere around it. I don't know, since he fought Canelo, but I didn't expect to see much changes. You know, defense still need to be worked on a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? It was a decent fight all the way to, I think it was the 7th. And I think my guy hit him with a right left. Magia hit him with a right left, had old boy Bazian hurt. And then Bazian came back with, and then hurt it hurt Magia. You know, it was cool. But then Magia ultimately got him up out of there in the 10th round. Early too, it was like 2 minutes. He got him, it's still 2 minutes on the clock. He got him up out of there. But overall, it was a good fight, but I wasn't expecting much, and I know a lot of people was watching just to see, but no, man, I just couldn't. I can't put nothing on the boy just yet. You know what I'm saying? I can't give him a whole lot of praise. Like, people slapping on him right now. I'm not understanding it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he just came up and lost to Canelo, which is respectable. I mean, he lost to a legend, but he was green going into that fight. And I don't know what people thought they were going to see after that. I mean, there is improvement. Trust me. Canelo went through the phases of improvement. But I don't know what they thought they was going to see because he fought Canelo. Was he going to be Superman or something like that? I think they expected him to go out there and not Bazanian down immediately or something like that. Bazanian had some grit. Hey, he killed it in the 8th, 9th round. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do. But he got the guy out of there. But I don't know. Like, I want to see him fight a Berlanga or, you know what I'm saying? If I'm Berlanga, that's what Berlanga should fight. fight McGee. Straight up. Fight McGee. Because they seem to put a lot of praise on Berlanga name too. You know what I'm saying? Even though I do get, that was a different Berlanga. I'm not shitting on Berlanga at all. But I will say that for all the praise, like he's there, he's not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like him and McGee can get it on, Plant, you know, in that range. You know what I'm saying? But not no. Yeah, no. I don't know what y'all. No. My phone was blowing up. Salutes to Punch Talk, man. Salutes to Punch Talk, man, because it was a part where I couldn't even get to the fight. I was hanging out with family, but he kept me entertained, man, with his commentary. So thank you, Punch. Real talk. But yeah, bro. Overall, it was not the best top rank card I've watched, but it was decent for a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Because to be fair, I didn't even trip off that it was a fight to about yesterday. Like, it's gonna be a Friday. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know, college football. Salutes to Rob. You know what I'm saying? RC let me like, you know, college football, they ain't finna move that. And you right. You right, bro. You right, 100%. Man. But McGee got some work, man. Like I say, defense is the main thing, bro. I'm not worried about him fighting. It's his defense, bro. That's what's going to get him in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble, especially people know that he can be wobbled. He can be hurt. You know what I'm saying? So definitely got to work on that big time. You know what I mean? He showed he got a little bit of power. He got a little bit of pop. You know what I'm saying? Which he's been showing. But the defense, I'm looking at everything, and they're like, oh, my, yeah. No. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing, bro. Not just yet. Let him go on and whoop Berlanga. Let him, you know, attempt to whoop Berlanga and other people, you know, and work his way up, bro. We can't keep putting these guys on pedestals like we so thirsty, you know, or y'all so thirsty, rather, for the next big thing instead of wanting to see the work in progress. You know what I'm saying? And appreciating that work in progress. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pan out, you don't pan out. But at least we get some good fights out of them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just looking for the next best thing. Like, bro, it's hard to find the next best thing in America. I mean, straight up. Like, don't nobody want to watch the good fights or none of that stuff. They just want to see automatic champion versus champion. That's not how this shit work, bro. That's not how this shit work. I gotta read some more up because I like I said, it's something I was looking at that I was kind of late to. I saw that Boots is fighting Karen, right? Or am I tripping? I know I just saw that somewhere, but I didn't know how because I saw something else on that card too. I think Bam. I might have been tripping, bro. No, I ain't tripping. That's gonna be dope. Boots and Bam on the same card in November. It say November 9th. I ain't had a chance to read up on this, but that's dope. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm reading it now. What is it saying? Matchroom and now. Hold on. What? What? Okay, yeah, because I'm like, didn't Eddie lose that purse bid? Which begs the question, how did Hearn get? Bro, I gotta figure. Boy, this dude's slicker than oil, ain't he? How the hell Eddie get this in Philadelphia, bro? How did he get this in Philadelphia, bro? Somebody tell me. I'm late. Hold on. What is going on? Eddie got this fight in Philadelphia. He had to pay them, bro. Somehow, bro, I knew something was up when goddamn he It said Bam was on the card. Salutes, man. We got Rob, man. What's up, Rob? What it be like, boy?
What's happening, man? You didn't read the chat earlier when I broke it down and punched in everybody what Eddie did to get the
No, no, man. Break it down to me. I've been messing with family all day, bro.
Oh, shucks. Okay. Check it out. Eddie did a Eddie did a sneak, bro. He did a Bob Arum.
Word.
Okay, this what Eddie did to break it down for you. Eddie lost the purse bid, right? Which
Right,
he thought nobody else was gonna bid on.
right,
If you remember, Karen promoters wanted with 2.5 million, right?
right, right,
Eddie bid 2 million, right?
right,
So what Eddie did was he did an old school Bob Arum. Bob Arum is ironically and famously known for losing purse bids on purpose.
right.
Knowing the motherfucker, well, I don't want to curse, but the people, well, I might as well curse. Knowing the motherfuckers that's gonna outbid him is not gonna be able to afford the promotion or the production of the show.
Mm,
So how you curtail that is okay. First bid, I bid 2 million if I'm Eddie Hearn. I know these people with Karen don't have a network, they don't have an arena, they
mm,
don't have cameramen, they
mm,
don't have everything you need to put this show on, right?
mm.
Guess what I'm gonna do? Let them win, and then I'm gonna pick up the phone and call them. Check this out. I know your financial situation. You scrub together 2.5. Guess what
Mm.
we gonna do? I'm gonna give you 1.5, buy it from you, and I'm gonna run it instead of you losing more money than what you think you're gonna lose.
Damn,
Bob
bro.
Arum is famous for that. So it's pretty much to put it in regular people terms or casual people terms. If you're listening, you ever had a person or a cousin buy a Hellcat and you know their ass can't afford it, but guess
Right.
what?
Can't get the
They didn't put
stickers.
$5,000 down payment. They didn't ran their good credit down to the ground, and before it get repossessed, you be like, "Hey, just sign a call for me. I'm gonna take over the notes." But guess what, Slick? You ain't pay no down payment. You just taking over notes.
Right, right.
That's what Eddie Hearn did to Karen people. He got it from them for actually a cheaper price than what he bid it. Now, guess what?
Wow.
Karen people get what they want. They get a little money back, right? Not all their money they spent, but a little money back. And their fighter is still on the headlining card. But they sold the show to Eddie for
Right.
cheaper than what Eddie bid it for. Famous Bob Arum thing, been doing it for years.
That's some wild shit, bro. That's some
So
steak ass shit for real.
shout out to the snake. He
That's
learned from the Bob father. So this is
swear.
what it is. So Eddie bid it $2 million a few weeks ago. He got the show for 1.5, right?
Right.
And now, guess what it is? I'm gonna throw Bam on there. Boost all right because it's still in Philly, and I normally get 14,000 in here. He got the exact same show that he would have put in cheaper than the 2 million he beat.
Right. That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. And he already knew he threw Bam on her because he knew people about, the current thing. Like, man, don't nobody really want to see that. He threw Bam on that thing. And that's why I said, wait a minute. Matchroom announced. What the fuck Matchroom announced any motherfucking thing? I was like, hold
bro,
up. How the fuck they
bro,
get Bam?
it's a
That's some
matchroom
wild
show. The
shit.
whole undercard gonna be
Yeah.
matchroom. The only person that the carrying people is throwing on from the people that won the purse bid that spent that 2.5 million is putting Karen on there. That's it. It's the zone and Eddie now.
That is off the chain, bro.
Yeah, that's a common way of being able to steal a purse bid after you done lost it, or pretty much having somebody else win the purse bid, but I'm gonna get it from them because guess what? I know your ass can't afford this.
That
I
is
know you
crazy.
can't afford this. You ain't even got a network. You're about to put this on Tubi. I know you can't afford it. Watch this. I know you can't even afford the venue in Czechoslovakia. You can't
Right.
afford
That's
that.
why that's what tripped me out. Like, you let this guy get this shit for 1.5, bro. You couldn't even put this shit on at home. Like,
But think about it. Think
why
about
did
it,
y'all
Slick.
even waste y'all time?
He knew they knew somebody would come and grab it. It's not that point. It's not really the point. See, what it was is Karen's people is a team of investors. And Slick, we all enough to know when you go into something thinking, hey, bro, I'm gonna put 100 in there. Oh, I'm throwing a party. I'm gonna put 100. I'm gonna bring the plates. I'm gonna bring the chicken. Somebody ain't bringing something.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got a situation like that, it's easy for people like Bob Arum and Eddie to come in, be like, look, we done did investigation. We've been talking around. We've been asking around. You know, you ain't got it like that. Because this is the thing, though, Slick. You may win a purse bid for 2.5. Guess
Right.
what? You ain't paid the network. You ain't paid Tubi yet. You ain't paid the venue yet.
Right.
You ain't paid a Ticketmaster yet.
Right.
You ain't paid travel yet because you the one gotta fly boots from Philly to Czechoslovakia,
Right.
and you gotta get them a hotel,
Right.
and you gotta pay for a venue to hold the press conference. You gotta pay the commission. You gotta pay the weigh-in. You gotta pay all this still not paid.
Right.
So I'm looking at you, Eddie, looking at you with the Birdman hands, like, you sure you got it? You all right, huh?
Right.
You got it, like. Cause I got the zone money. Well, matter of fact,
Oh man.
I got 96,000 gonna be in Wembley, so I really got money.
That's crazy, bro.
So
Bruh.
Eddie money long compared to them.
Oh
So I'm
hell
like
yeah.
this. I don't even give a damn if I lose the purse bid. Who
Mm-hmm.
won that again? Oh, such and such won it. Who the hell is that? Oh yeah, they in Czechoslovakia. They straight. They got money. Oh, okay. We gonna see.
Right. No, they ain't got no matchroom money. That's for sure.
They don't
They ain't
have
got
a
no
the
matchroom.
zone.
Yeah. They don't have no
No backing.
investors out no investors out the wazoo. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because
You know.
the zone wanted the Boost fight. You know what I'm saying? Because they just invested
Yeah.
in Boost. But all they wanted to put in was 2 million. But guess what? Eddie calls the zone. Hey, I know you wanted to throw 2 million on the Boost. Guess what, y'all? I got it for 1.5.
Right.
I
Right.
saved you half of me.
Right.
Oh, you got it? Yeah. And guess what? We just gonna put all the zone. This is ours now. Well, good
That shit.
job, Eddie.
Right. Right. That shit
ESPN,
wild.
ESPN tells Bob that all the time.
Right.
Good job,
Right.
Bob.
That shit wild, bro. It's
Now,
that
if people want to Google and fact check me, the last time Bob did it, Eddie got in the way of Bob doing it to Triller on the Cambosis,
Tiafimo.
right. But Eddie got in the way, and Eddie ended
Mm-hmm.
up paying for it
Mm-hmm.
because he just wanted something on the zone. Because if people don't know that Tiafimo versus Cambosis was on the zone, even when Tiafimo was a top ranked person.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Nah,
Yeah, that's when Bob was mad.
right.
You want to know
He
what
wasn't
the
mad
fuck
long.
he?
He
No,
wasn't
he
mad
wasn't
long.
mad long, but he was mad that motherfucker stick his nose in other people's. You
Uh-uh,
don't
uh-uh.
know
You know how he got him back?
how.
You remember how Bob got Eddie back for that bullshit, right?
Uh-uh.
He signed Cambosis.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, 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 yeah,
and
yeah.
according
Yeah.
to the what you call him interview, He went under his back and signed Devin Haney.
You're right. Right.
Because what Devin told
Yeah, he
Devin
said
told
it wasn't. You gonna sign it? You want a shot?
you
Sign it or
got
nothing.
24 hours and you can't tell nobody.
Yeah. You
And you gotta fight. You gotta sign with us for a 3-fight deal if you want to do.
That's some shit. But I heard that's a damn.
But no, people don't know the backstory on that. That was Bob Arum getting Eddie Hearn back.
Right. You can't tell him. You can't tell nobody. It gotta be your choice. Yeah.
They told Devin you can't even tell a lawyer.
Right. It's forgot come from you, yes or no.
Right.
That shit was wild, bro. Yeah. I think he kicked RC out. He be back, y'all. But yeah, he got a point. I mean, Eddie slick like that though, bro. He been slowly working his way over this way, period. You know what I'm saying? He been one American fighters. He got 2 hot names. Eddie go do big things, bro. Eddie is finna do some big things. Well, he already doing it big over there, in case y'all don't know. I mean, but he's definitely trying to get a crossover. That's what he needs. He needs to be able to get them to be able to cross over. There we go.
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, man. Eddie try to make these moves. Eddie trying to look like a seasoned vet. You know what I'm saying? Like he say nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it to him though. I gotta give it to Eddie, man. Like I said, Eddie be making moves, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He been making moves for the last couple of years. Yeah. Because the last move that got made on him, if y'all remember, who Canelo was signed to before PBC?
Yeah. The Zone.
Natural. Yeah. And he said, "Oh yeah, motherfuckers in America, that's what y'all doing." Boots came up. He snatched Boots.
Snatched his
Shakur
ass
came up. He snatched Shakur.
Yep. And then still somehow
Edward Bellinger came up. He snatched Edward Bellinger.
Here's the thing. Okay. And still somehow finagle the Canelo fight to still be on the Zone too.
Well, he had that anyway because of Edward Bellinger.
Well, yeah.
Any Bellinger title fight has to be on the Zone.
Oh, okay.
So Eddie found his way. See, he been fucked over so much. He done found his way to get himself in the mix on every possible.
He didn't learn.
That's why we telling people. He learned from his transgressions.
If you know you're not meant to win the game, you should know how to play it by now. You should know how to play it by now. God damn it, straight up, man. And you know, it's a lot of talk. Like, okay, right now, we no, I didn't know that Mark Wynn DJ said Eddie still hasn't owned a super fight. Yes, he has. It's just not in America.
Let me correct you on that. You know, Eddie Hearn holds the record in the United States for the largest attended fight ever.
Who?
Canelo Billy Joe Saunders, 76,000. Eddie Hearn holds that because Canelo was with Natural when he fought Billy Joe. Yes, sir.
Whoa.
Yes, sir. Now, like I say, I'm not no Eddie Hearn fan.
But that's not a super fight though. But I mean, for the record of attendance, damn, I didn't know he had that.
He has the.
Where was that fight at? Where was that fight at?
At the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas.
I knew it couldn't be. Okay, I'm finna say.
Because the AT&T Stadium, that's the home of the Cowboys, is the largest NFL stadium. That stadium holds 100,000.
Yeah, and it would have to be right, and that's what he used to, anyways. But like that's what I'm saying. Super fight wise, he has had super fights though. It's just not.
Yeah, they were just saying in Europe.
Then in the UK,
but
man,
he has his claim to fame on United States soil. He has the most attended fight in United States history. He's in the Guinness Book right now.
I did not know that was all him.
Promoted by Matchroom.
Salutes to Eddie.
He had Canelo in-house and he had Billy Joe in-house. And all the money went to Eddie Hearn.
Salutes to him, bro. Damn, I did not know that. Like, like what we consider super fights, DJ, in America, it's not the same over there. But it's still a super fight because it's for his country. You get what I'm saying? Tomorrow is considered a super fight because it hasn't they haven't had two Brits in the ring since Lennox Lewis and Bruno. So they look at that as like significant. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
A significant feat, and it's for a belt. You know what I mean? So, and it's huge. You know what I'm saying?
And then Eddie turns around tomorrow and put 96,000.
Yeah, he put 90. Remember I was telling you that
Right.
day before yesterday, bro. 96,000, and this ain't the first time he done that.
No.
Over there. You know what I'm saying?
So, bro, you gotta have fans put some respect on Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna talk about. I was gonna make a video thinking I was gonna get home earlier, but I couldn't. But I was gonna talk about that, like, for us fans, like it's time. I was while I was with the fam, I was Punch was commentating. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling him, like, he was like, I gotta start looking at international boxing. I'm like, you got to, bro, because it'll give you a different lens. You start looking at boxing through a different lens. You get what I'm saying? Whereas how we value champions here, and this is for the pocket watchers, they would shut up if you was to take a look at the EU and the UK. You see what I'm saying? Alone. And look how much these cats is making, bro. Look at the stadiums that they're filling. Anthony Joshua that had over 1 million pay-per-view buys 8 times. 8 times. Right? Not here, right? And he probably got a couple from here, but majority of them is over there. So when you look
I don't think you have none here to keep it real.
Well, if it was none, if I know one of them was me, I probably was the only one. But what? And then I think he only had one other pay-per-view, bro. All his fights ain't always been pay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but over there, he done done it 8 times. He done filled up Wembley 4 times. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So if you took him and put him against a heavyweight here, who's doing it?
He did.
No, I'm talking about stat wise. Who's doing that here? Nobody's doing that here. So I'm saying if people, all the pocket watchers, will turn around and look at all of boxing, the stuff that's coming out their mouths won't come out their mouths. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes what's grandma? Grandma say, "Baby, you just need to go where you love." You know what I'm saying? Go where you love. And this is the question when they say NUA, AJ, if they don't want to come here, they don't have to come here. That's the thing. They don't have to. This ain't Earl living in Texas and Bud living in Omaha. That's all in America. These guys are from different countries. They don't need America. If technically, you get what I'm saying? Correct. Once upon a time, when we were running the heavyweight scene, you know, you kind of needed America because you wanted to get outside that box and make a name. You see what I'm saying? But right now, they running the heavyweight division. And when heavyweights is good, boxing is good. You see what I'm saying? You could go see 2 no-name heavyweights and get a good fight. Somebody about to get knocked out. At least that's what's in your mind. You see what I'm saying? You don't get that from the little fellas. It's only one little fella that come to mind when I think of a knockout, and that's Tank.
And that's why he's so popular.
And that's why he's so popular. He's popular worldwide because of that. It's not too many little fellas doing it. You see what I'm saying? That's not natural for little guys like that to be able to possess that type of power. We used to little fellas throwing a bunch of punches and bunches, and it'd be an action fight, but ain't nobody getting knocked out.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, tomorrow's a super fight. AJ going into Dubois. Not only that, it's a historic fight. He may tie Ali for a 3-time heavyweight champion.
That's right. That's great.
And he's on a tangent. Tomorrow he may gain a belt. Then after that, he'll fight the winner of Tyson Fury and Usyk. That's why Tyson Fury quiet. He know it's coming, bro. Tyson Fury liable to retire, bro. We already know how Tyson Fury is, bro.
But that's a check. That's a check. He'll sell it. He'll sell his legacy for that money.
I'm telling you, bro.
He would.
I'm telling you. You right. Hey, he better.
He would. He would. He would.
Because I'm gonna be
And
honest with you.
that would be his last fight,
Yeah.
if I may add that.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think AJ goes back to Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just never know when
Yeah,
leave
you
good
just
enough alone.
it's just not a good matchup.
Yeah, leave good enough alone. You know what I mean? You did
Right.
it twice. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
But
Straight up.
I can see Tyson Fury win or lose. Him and AJ will be the last fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Fury, I should say.
Yeah. You know,
And like I say,
that's gonna put AJ in a whole nother field, bro. The only one he never get the fight will be for the American side would be Deontay.
well, he ain't worried about that no more.
And that wasn't his fault.
Right.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
ain't worried about that no more. But Fury AJ in Wembley, that if it's 96, there'll be 100.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
So
And then they go Eddie Hearn in the Guinness Book again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, while I'm on that, and I'm gonna get off this, I'm just gonna say this real quick because I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that's threatening Eddie Hearn's U.S. record right now is coming up in November. Jake Paul.
Oh, the Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. That's in the very exact same stadium.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the exact layout. And depending on how Jake Paul, because I know he about to turn up on promotion.
Mm-hmm.
He about to turn up. And another thing I need y'all to look out for, as they announce the undercard that's including the PBC fighters. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, y'all, and you're hearing it here first, that's a rollout.
Right.
They using Jake Paul to roll out PBC.
Yeah, to get that's smart though. That's smart. That's smart as shit. Shit.
Not only you using Jake Paul, you using Mike Tyson, you using Serrano and KDT.
Put them all there. You go, and get people to watching, right? Shit.
Yep.
Goddamn me. If I'm a new rapper, bro, if I just come out and I got a hot single, nigga, you know what to make it even hotter? Put Lil Wayne on it.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, 2 Chainz,
Drake, something.
There you go. You heard me.
Roll out.
That's smart.
Roll out.
Shit.
But that's not smart on the Al Hammond thing. That's smart on Netflix.
Yeah, because they the one that got they purchasing the fights. Shit, they got a shit. Al got his. I don't give a fuck. Shit, straight up. I mean, why not? I'm just saying, if that's what it takes to get people to watch it, and for Netflix to be able to sustain this just to get the rolling and people, you know what I'm saying? They start seeing the ratings and it's moving. Why not? Fuck it. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it.
Because I was astonished. I thought, when Netflix hit, when PBC hit Netflix, it would be on its own thing. But it's very smart, and a lot of people like, well, damn, Rob, that don't make no sense. Why you bunching two what you got them together? I say it makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. You Jake Paul gonna get his money anyway, and this is another thing that people got to notice. You have never seen 2 promotional companies working together other than Turkey Al-Rashid. What Netflix then did, and what Netflix is going to show you in November. Hey, Turkey fans, he ain't the only one that can do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on, watch this, Turkey fans. Y'all had to pay what the August 3rd call was $40, stuff like that. Was it something like that? $50, $60?
I'm trying to remember what was August 3rd. Which one was that?
Come on, man. It's your boy, Bud.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
It was what, $60?
Yeah, it was about around there. Yeah.
Okay. So, because that was the other time when you see mixed promotions all on one card, right?
Right.
Hey, y'all, instead of 60, we giving it to you. He ain't the only one can do that, just to let y'all know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got a competitor, bro. He got a competitor, bro. That's a fact. Netflix is as I say, slanging their weight around.
And if y'all really like this, guess what? Don't really play with us because as Netflix, you know we can mix MVP, PVC, and Matchroom. We can match them all if we feel like it.
Yeah, because it's something about them. It's something where they're making them comfortable to do it.
We can we
You know
can
what I'm
we can,
saying?
we can play mismatch.
Because I would
We
have
can,
never
we can,
thought. I'm like you. I would have thought in a million years that Al would be willing to mix with Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? I would
you know
never
that's
thought
money,
that. I
but
would never
you
thought
know
that.
that's money and clout that's
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah,
Just like I can tell you this, Slick. You would never thought in a million years you would see Golden Boy mixed with Top Rank, mixed with Matchroom, all on one card, August 3rd.
yeah. But this is like the disrespect. You know what I'm saying of Jake Paul. You know in the beginning how people felt and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And all of that to just bypass that. It's one thing for a guy coming with shitload of money and make and get a bunch of motherfuckers shake hands. But then you telling me you gonna give all this money and I gotta deal with this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Hey man,
Man, but it's something where, you know what I'm saying? Hey, one of them cats in Netflix got silver tongue because he talked them right into that. But
it's
like I say,
money, bro. It's
is
the same money Turkey Alice she threw in the mix to make everybody work together. It's the same thing, bro.
hey, I mean, I ain't mad at it. Hey, like I said, you know, Al has always found a way, right?
Yeah,
Always found the way. He's always found him a backing from somewhere, somehow. He find a bridge, like Amazon, to survive on for a little bit, and until he find another way. You know, and
yeah.
then everybody else is sitting on turkey out of she slap. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, it's like shit. It's damn near like motherfuckers signing to a nigga that signed to another nigga. But the only difference is it's really not. It's just that now we know who the backers really are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything is out in the forefront. You know whatnot.
But
And
it should feel good to know that I could get a Netflix night that may have Jake Paul on the card, that may have Top Rank on the card, and PBC on the card together. But this is the game changer right here, though, Slick. What Netflix doing for you ain't costing you nothing.
yeah, that's the whole thing, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Of course, nothing is better than paying something, right? But
Right.
I ain't mad at shit. Making like tomorrow card is $19.99, and I ain't think he was gonna really do that shit, and he did. I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean?
But
I'm saying for the people like me that will watch that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
but
not
watch
even mad
this.
at that.
I'm about to mess you up too. Cause I gotta send you this link, bro. I'm gonna send you this link before I go to bed tonight. Because I know you gotta read it. You gonna make a video about this. But I'm gonna tell you with everybody else. So Slick finding out with y'all. Guess what I found out about Netflix? Guess what Netflix put out a statement of?
What?
Netflix doesn't have the capability to ever have a pay-per-view event on their network.
Right.
Yep. So I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, Netflix is gonna start there in the beginning. Then when it's gonna be a big fight, it's gonna be pay-per-view on Netflix."
Mhm.
Netflix said will never we don't even have the capability to do that.
At the moment, but I mean, at the
No, I'm
moment they
about to
don't.
explain why. Because you're gonna read the article, because I read the article. They
Mm.
said for them to do that, they would have to open up their servers and all that up to whatever. It's something about what pay-per-view does. You have to open it up like, okay, like say like they have a pay-per-view now. You can get it on pay-per-view.com. There's multiple ways you can get that pay-per-view, right?
Mm.
So if Netflix is the primary broadcaster, what they're saying is for us to
Mm.
really do a pay-per-view
Mm.
and have those other little, sites. I mean, like Time Warner. So how you could go to Sling, like you could go to Sling and get a pay-per-view and all that.
Right.
That means they would have to open up their servers, and they say they're not doing that. To give an example of what they're talking about, you know how you could do Hulu? or you can do YouTube.com, and then you could just buy Stars as an add-on, HBO Max, Center, all that as an add-on.
Mm.
That means Hulu and Sling has opened up their servers for them to come in for you to have that option
Right.
to buy the add-on.
What you're saying is basically they need somebody else to be able to handle the bandwidth of
Right.
all them people coming in that's going to be tuning in all at one
And
time.
Netflix said they're not opening this shit.
Yeah.
So they say they're never, they not even in no kind of way fathoming trying to have a pay-per-view model on their network.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to see in the link is they say they'll just go up on the price if it's going to cost.
Mm-hmm.
But for is paying for a specific program on their network, the quote unquote pay-per-view model, they say it won't happen. Now it can't happen on our network.
Oh, well, we know Netflix finna go up. I don't give a damn. We know all y'all paying that $15.99, $16, whatever it is. Trust me, it's finna go up twice in 1 year. Trust me, it's gonna go up, man. They just trying to make it where you can't complain.
Exactly.
That's all. They trying to bring all the sports. They getting all the comedian shows. They getting all the stuff they know that serves people interest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not hard now. It's not too much of a gamble now because you can go search on Google right now and you can just put in what are the top searches in the last year, and that you can go off of that. You know what I'm saying? Comedy, concerts and all of that shit. That's why Amazon had bought into that. Remember, you can go on certain concerts, Amazon be streaming it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it's not as like back in the day, where before the internet and stuff, and they take chances on certain things and interests. You could just literally look up the majority's interest and build off of it,
Yeah,
So, I mean, but yeah. I mean, you be a fool think Netflix not finna raise these prices, goddamn me. We saw it with the movies. I mean, shit. They start making their own fucking movies and buying rights to other movies. They was like, yeah, we doing that, but y'all gonna pay for this shit too, bro.
Right.
But you can't be mad at it because it's like a shared interest. So what I mean is everybody should go up by $2 or $1. You know what I mean?
But it changes the game, though. Not to cut you off, it changes the game, though, because now you finally, after years and years, you finally out of, man, I got to pay $79.99. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I don't think nobody be mad at that at all. You know what I mean? I feel like,
hey, hello.
Oh, what's good, Mark?
How you going?
I've
got a quick question there on all this for RCs. But how do you see so that fighters like Tank and Canelo and the big fighters, instead of getting their 4 million, 5 million guaranteed and then back end money off the pay-per-view sales, so they're just going to get the 35 million straight up front, or Canelo 150 million, or whatever these blokes are making off the back end? Are they going to just get that straight up front now?
That's what Canelo getting. Canelo picked up 35 million before he even got in the ring on Saturday night. He don't do back end. He do fully guaranteed. And that is quote unquote the new model.
Okay.
That's how it should have been in the first place.
And Canelo formulates his deal, not to cut you off, Mark, but Canelo forms his deal of, give me all my money. This is my this is what I want to make, right? Give me all my money now. Good luck if you make it on the back end.
Yeah, but it was only a year ago or 18 months ago that a lot of people were slagging off at Bud Crawford because he wanted his guarantee up front.
Well, Crawford not Canelo, bro.
Yeah, he in a draw.
Yeah, I realise that, but it's the same situation, though, isn't it?
No, it's not the same. I'm gonna repeat it again, Mark.
Yeah, but Canelo
is not Canelo.
Yeah, Bud not asking for 35 million up front, though, was he? He was only asking for, I don't know, what was it, 5 million, or I don't know what it was.
I think he was asking for, I think it was like 12 or something like that.
Yeah, it's still nowhere near 35, though, is it? Because he's not Canelo.
But still, Bud It's not even 12 million, Mark.
He's just not a big enough draw.
He's just not a draw in America, bro. Good
Yeah, well,
fighter.
then these blokes, the people that run this stuff, are going to have to get used to paying. Even the smaller fighters were getting back end money if they were in a big fight,
But
weren't they?
see,
So they're going to have to give them a bigger upfront thing, aren't they?
but
Not
this is
big.
the
You just
thing.
give him.
This is the thing, though, Mark. And I'm gonna let Slick jump in too. This is the thing, though, Mark. Netflix is only going with the stars. They
See, they
are only
purchase
going with
fights.
the people that you know what I'm saying. It's just like with like Slick had told you with the Netflix start making their own movies. We talking Kevin Hart. We talking superstars, bro. They not getting like regular little actors to make movies with.
Yeah, they basically they purchase fights. Like they got a couple Canelo fights that Al said that he know he can put together, and they're worth it. And then the rest of them, like you may catch them over on OTX, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and stuff like that, or whatnot. But and it may be a couple of regular fights that would be nice. They may slide and say, okay, give us that. Like what's the old boy on that card
But
with Jake Paul?
Showtime was only taking the big fights too, weren't they?
Nah, not really.
No,
That was a
Showtime
different
had
model.
Showtime had regular fights too. The
Yeah.
Friday night fights and things like that. It just
Showtime just had Showbox. They just wanted to put content. They just it didn't really matter.
Yeah, they had some big fights, but like you said, you got to see your up and coming fighters on there and things like that. Like I say, it was more of a show.
Speaking of that,
you know what I'm saying?
coming, we had a good card on. It was Wednesday night here, so it must have been Wednesday morning over your way. Domestic in Australia. That was a really good card. Some really good fights. Yeah, really good. And then there was one. Was it yesterday or early this morning? No, it was the one today. That wasn't pay per view. That was a really good card. The one Mongear was on.
Top rank. It was decent. It was decent. Yeah, it was decent.
So let me ask the question a different way, because I reckon there's potential here that we might be having a bit of an air swing. The focus seems to be on the conversation, not the people, but the conversation and some of the boxing community that the pay-per-view cost is too high. I actually don't get suckered into the actual cost of the pay-per-view, whether it's $90 or $50. What it is actually the quality of the fight and the actual card. So regardless of whether you're getting a $15 pay-per-view or free on Netflix, Prime, OTX, Matchroom, what have you, the real fundamental bitch or problem that the boxing community have got is you're not getting the best fighting the best often enough. I understand it can't happen every year all the time, 8 times a year. I get that for a number of logistical reasons, but having a broadcaster support cards that aren't interesting, whether it's bringing up the Abdullah Masons of the world or having a Crawford and a Spence, I actually have no problem paying for a really good fight and a card. And we saw some of that by way of entertainment in the last Riyadh card. Think of what you want, RC. I know you're going to make it about Eminem, but it wasn't. There was some really interesting fight on that. But look, I don't see how any of this actually solves the fundamental issue that the boxing community's got and say, why aren't we having the best fight the best? If anything, I see it dividing it further. We've got Al over here on Netflix, and then we've got Turkey and Eddie over here on DAZN, and you're still not bringing the stables together to encourage them to actually have the big fights, the best fight and the best more often.
Well, I think it'll go
and I might be missing something here. If any of you want to explain how this is going to alleviate some of that, I'm all ears.
Well, first off, like the free stuff, that it's needed, okay? Because like pay-per-view used to be helmed for, like you say, that good fight. You know what I mean? That people would not mind paying for. You get what I mean? So, like, for instance, if AJ back in the day and Deontay actually got it on, people would have paid for it. they would have paid for it. No doubt, right? No complaining. It could have been 97.99. They'd have paid for it. It's just that when every time you put a card together and it's just going up, up, and every time it's a pay-per-view. And it's fights that's not worth being pay-per-view. Pay-per-view shouldn't be every time.
Dead right. Dead right.
You know, you have to give the people something to have some sort of interest. So when you do put that big poker chip down, we don't mind going grabbing at it. You get what I mean? So that's
so we're
one.
aligned there, Slick. We're
Yeah.
talking the same language there, but how does the Netflix and the DAZN call it separation, as it looks like superficially the separation there? How does that actually bring the stables of the different promoters? How does it encourage them to come together? Because that's really what the sport's been missing.
Okay,
It's like watching, I don't know, pick a completely different sport, an individual sport where you know that the two best quarterbacks in NFL will never actually, them and their sides will never get to compete because of politics. That's where boxing really is. So how does this fix it rather than put a bigger divide through it?
I got an answer for that, but I'm gonna let Slick go. Go ahead, Slick. I got an answer.
This is the way I see it. It's one of the same what Bob just did, right? Bob got to deal with Turk. Bob got to deal with Disney, right? Right? He's solely with Disney, but he still can make outside deals. It's the same thing with Al. The difference with Al is Al is selling cards to them. He's not like exclusive to Netflix. He's selling cards to them. It's not necessarily his network and they're saying, here, we're going to get a neighbor. Like, no, we don't want that. No, he's putting cards together that they will purchase and he takes the money and disperses the way he want, right? So that doesn't stop him from Turkey being able to call him and say, hey, we want to make a fight between X, Y, and Z. Long as it's not a fighter that's coming up that he already sold that card to Netflix, Al's in the perfect space because he's like Bob. I can choose to make money off both ends if I want to. I can put my major cards that's worth the money if I was gonna make a pay-per-view card and sell it to Netflix. But I got other fighters that'll make great fights with Turkey fighters. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like he's stuck. It's not like he.
It's not about getting stuck. It's more about just if we. How would my perception? Let's call it my perception, not yours, not the boxing world. So let's make it about me for a minute so that I don't misrepresent anyone else. I have a perception that, rightly or wrong, that there's a certain amount of financial greed in making these deals. That's from fighters to promoters to broadcasters. I mean, we can go down that rabbit hole, but we don't have to. So what you've got is you've got a financial model that is escalated, right? It's overpriced for what the product delivered. Now, I'm not saying people are stuck. What I'm saying is that how do these network and broadcasting deals, and look, I'm not going to hate getting anything for free. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is just because it's free or at a lower cost, do we get the better product that we've been crying out for the last 5 years? Do we get a Boots Ennis versus a Norman or a Barrios? See, these agreements don't feel like that they're actually encouraging that. And I'm talking to you guys about it and saying, well, have I got this completely wrong?
I got an answer for you. I was just letting Slick go first, but I think I can sum it up for you. Whenever you finish, I just wanted to just get in there and let you know. I think I have an answer for you.
Well, I just wanted to be clear on my question in case I wasn't the first time round. So go ahead, RC.
Okay, to answer your question thoroughly, truthfully, and everything like that, they are not going to give you what you want, DJ. And your reaction is totally correct. It is not going to bring the boxing world together, and you probably not, or you're probably further for getting the fights, the best fighting the best. And I'm about to explain to you why. Netflix has recognized there's a Turkey Al-Sheikh. Turkey Al-Sheikh is soon about to recognize there's a Netflix. Slick said something very important at the beginning of our conversation when we was talking earlier. Oh, Turkey got competition. And I'm going to tell you how competition works, especially in the United States. And you know this with business. It don't even take me to let you know this. The biggest thing with competition in business is to eliminate them. So what you're going to get is you're going to get good fights. You're going to get great cards. They're going to be mixed from promotion to promotion, like we got coming up in November in Netflix, and what you have with Turkey Al-Sheikh, mixing everybody together, just trying to give you the best. Try it. But see, what it's going to be is we as boxing fans, or you as a boxing fan, are going to be sitting front row seat of the Zone and Turkey Al-Sheikh versus Netflix and whoever they're dealing with. And I'm here to tell you, Turkey, when he sees that Netflix is true competition and start taking the fights where, like, I'm going to give you, for instance, Turkey may say, I want to see Canelo versus anybody. Come on, Canelo. And Canelo tells him, well, yeah, I would come, but Netflix give me this. Netflix got me on this date. Netflix got me on this date. Matter of fact, Netflix that bought me for the next year and 18 months. And now Turkey's in Saudi. Well, what you mean? What the hell? What are they paying you? None of your business. I can't get into that. I signed an NDA, right? Now Turkey's pissed. Now, what he's going to do, he's going to try to formulate cards to take out Netflix. Netflix forming out cards to take out them. Because there's one thing about Netflix and other American business that you're going to know. And this is what is going to piss you off. And I'm telling you that this is going to drive it further and further away of the best fighting the best. They don't like competition. Because I'm here to tell you, McDonald's been trying to kill Burger King in America forever. Burger King been trying to kill McDonald's forever. Guess what? They're the stalemate. Ain't nothing you could do. Some people gonna eat a Whopper. Some people gonna eat a Big Mac. And I think that's how it's gonna be with what you call it. Because people claim, oh, Turkey will never run out of money. Well, I know Netflix. People gonna say Netflix will never run out of money. They just gonna do what they do on this side, and such gonna do on this side. So it's gonna create a thing like this, which it hopefully is answering your question, that the best not gonna fight the best, because you know what they're gonna say. Well, nah, I only eat Big Macs. I only fight on Netflix. You will have these people. No, I only mess with Turkey. Yeah, I can't do this, because this is how ignorant it's gonna get. Just like you get with these promoters, you're gonna get with the networks, because the networks been doing it. Nah. I don't want to talk to Turkey Al-Sheikh. Oh, no. I made calls to Netflix. They don't even answer my phone. And then you have Slick on here telling you, well, why does Netflix have to answer your phone? They just, Slick did painted the picture many times. When you're in a room full of millionaires, seem like it's $1 to them.
It ain't nothing but $1, bro.
So it's not going to get it together, DJ. It's not. It's just about to be a war.
One of them going to get sick of wasting money after a while.
Yeah, so I appreciate the honesty and probably the transparency of how you all see it falling out. I just wanted to be careful not to celebrate what I call a superficial win and say, look, I'm saving money on pay-per-views potentially, which is great, but if I'm still not getting the product from the sport that I wanted, it's only 6 months, 12 months down the track and say, look, I'm saving money, but you know what? I woke up this morning and would have been happy to pay $100 pay-per-view just to watch some of the best fights the best. So
it's about to get worse, because you know why? Turkey feeling it now. Why you think Turkey's slashing it to $20? Turkey is getting the rumors and starting to feel the tremors of that free coming.
Yeah, he know. That's what I was going to say. He had word before everybody else.
So
he got ears.
Really, all you're doing is just probably just reinforcing my concern is that it's actually not healthier that it's cheaper. There's just going to be a bigger divide through the sport, and that's what everyone didn't want. They wanted everyone to come together.
Well, it had to be cheaper because it was going to make everybody just say, hell with him. So he had to do something. He had to do something. And
he had to bend, DJ. He had to bend. And guess what? Guess what? It's gonna be a thing. And not to cut you off, Slick, I'm very sorry. It's gonna be a thing because this is how America works. I don't know about the rest of the world. I just know what because I live here. $20 gonna be too much.
In a minute.
Slick and co-signing. What? They ain't paying no damn $20. He tripping, man.
The minute free fights start flying on Netflix. That's how it works. He ain't never like, man, they want us to pay 20, man. Why we got to pay 20? Netflix giving fights out for free. That's how it's going to go.
OTX free.
So,
Top rank, I can go to ESPN for free.
So it's like, but at some point, the way I see it going is that somebody going to have to bend the knee, bro. Somebody going to have to bow down somebody. But like I said, it's a lot of arrogance in the room, bro. You know what I'm saying? Netflix. But the thing is, Netflix, the only good thing out of this, like I say, it will ultimately be up to Al if he want to loan fighters out. Because the thing is, he's not just what he's not like a regular network. You get what I'm saying? So if he choose to do it, he choose to do it. But I can also see Netflix saying, hey, you keep loaning fighters out, we ain't messing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're going to want to be greedy. And even though they're not a regular network, they're going to start trying to treat him as if they're a regular network. And that money will be too nice not to oblige them. You know what I'm saying? So I can see it going that way too. You know? So we still get some good fights because at least it's narrative. I will say this. We have time to get some good fights out of what we have right now because now at least it's like narrowed down to like 2 networks, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's not all
Netflix,
spread out.
ESPN.
Right. You get what I'm saying?
3.
3. Well, yeah, 3. But we Bob still mess with Turk. He the one getting 2 checks. You get what I'm saying?
But you gotta think really Bob gonna be messing with Netflix too.
In a minute. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's gonna have to see he's gonna have to finance somehow, some way.
Fucking wild card.
If for real, he'll flip.
For me, if the way DJ and I'm pretty similar to DJ, I'd like it to work this way too, but I don't think it's gonna. But there'd have to be one person in charge, one belt per division, and you sort of you structure it like a football finals. You play him and you play him and you play him, and then the best and then the best and then the best, and then you start again. But I can't see it going to one person. But like what's it? UFC's like that. Dana's in charge, and there's one belt per division, and I think that'd be a great way. But that's not going to happen.
The money is too far gone in boxing. That it used to be
too corrupt.
Like that. It's too corrupt. Like they paying boxers top tier. Like I personally feel like way ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like let them prove themselves and earn that spot. Whatnot. We have, and I like Tank, but who's Tank fought? And I'm not saying that as no slander. If you pull his resume up, the only person that people would say is Ryan Garcia, right? But Ryan Garcia ain't shit. Who's he fought? Yeah. Right? He's just another draw. I think about maybe the closest you could put on him is the one he knocked out in the corner. I always forget his name, RC. Leo Santa Cruz.
Leo Santa Cruz.
He was a champion at 126, champion at 130. You see what I'm saying? That's about the only person that he has, and they're making a shit ton of money. So when you got a person like that, Tank could choose not to fight nobody because he already knows he can fight tomato cans and people gonna watch him.
Can I say this? Right, real quick? I'm sorry, y'all. I just want to say this. I'm glad you brought up Tank and Leo Santa Cruz. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the homie Punch, because Punch said, yeah, Tank pull him up to 135. No, sir, Punch. Tank was campaigning at 130. at
Yeah, it
that
was
time.
130. He pulled him. He was at 126, and then he pulled him to 130. But he had already fought at 130 before, so it wasn't no difference. You know what I'm saying?
And he already had a belt at
At
130.
130, yeah.
Because
already had a
guess
belt.
what? Tank beat him for a belt.
Yeah, and took the belt.
So
And Leo went down to 126.
That
so
still
you're
don't
not-
mean Tank ain't
you're
fought nobody that can challenge him.
No, that's that. But this is my pride. It wasn't to get on Tank head about this. What I'm saying is, so when it's not just promoters wanting to fight the best, stopping this. It's fighters too. Like he can go on and just fight tomato cans, and people are going to pay for it. You get what I'm saying? They're going to pay for it. They're going to watch him. He doesn't have to fight a Shakur. We could blow. Devin. He ain't got to fight none of them.
It's exactly like Canelo at the moment.
Yeah. But see the thing. But this is the thing too, though. See, at least Canelo went through a gauntlet. Canelo fought people after Mayweather. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He did. He fought names.
At the moment, though.
Yeah, but at the moment, right. So at least I could say Canelo kind of earned this because he's getting old and he already saying he finna retire. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he's already had his big fight. That's right.
Right.
And Slick, to be honest, generations and your resume is only a reflection of the health that's in your division. And, I said this to Punch earlier. I mean, you can complain about Canelo all you want, other than Benavidez, who's at 168 that's a shining light that is going to give him a challenge. There's no one at the moment.
Well, here you go. Here goes boxing history for you, right? All right. Canelo is running, right, from Benavidez, and he's running from Terrence, right?
not true.
Now, hold on, bro. Hold on, let me finish.
It's fair. I'm about to tell you why.
It is true.
I'm about to tell you why. I'm about to tell you why. Why I say that?
No.
Trust me, Slick. I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna tell you in 5 seconds why it's not
Punch
true.
just had a nightmare while he was sleeping when you said that.
5 seconds why that's not true, Slick.
Why?
Punch twitching.
Al Heyman told him to go to 75 to get the heat off Canelo.
But that's why. I understand that. But check this out. At the end of the day, he's still running because greats always fought greats, no matter what weight class they was in. If you can find a common ground in the middle, or if that person will come up, or whatever the case may be, greats always fought greats. It was never, he's too small. Oh, he's too heavy. Oh, it was never that, because when you fight another great, skills pay the bills. That's all people want to see.
Gotcha.
That's it. So for Canelo to say, oh, he's too light in the ass, I done heard this same dance before with him. Oh, yeah. He now Benavidez is too heavy, but you weren't saying that all them other years. You just kept your mouth closed. But now he's like really proving himself. He did everything you asked him to do. Now he's too heavy. That's running. It's a certified duck. Terrence too light in the ass. Okay, if he gonna come up 22 pounds to fight you, what you worried about? Then it should be easy work for you. You ain't been worried about no credit for the last fucking goddamn 6 fights. Now you worried about getting credit. He wasn't worried about no credit when he fought small ass Amir Khan. He wasn't worried. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey man,
greats supposed to fight. Greats are supposed to fight greats. If they can make it, do it. That's how it should go. But in this day and age, it's an out. It's an out for every which way. You know what I mean? Okay, if that's the case, then goddamn me, Bivol should have been too heavy for Canelo. Ain't nobody saying that. But guess what? When he lost, though, they did. Well, he don't fight in that weight class, and he tried.
Well, he did the historic boxing thing, which y'all see. Oh, he was daring to be great.
I said that. I gave him real props on it. But I'm talking about for the people beforehand that was saying, man, Canelo finna beat his ass. And then when he lose, he really don't fight there. So, but no, keep the same energy. If you believe he was gonna win, bro, that's the point. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, look,
the best is supposed to fight the best.
I disagree with you. All I'm gonna say, we're in a sport where we want to know who is the best, not who's got the most money, who's got the most pay-per-views. We want to know who is the best, right?
Right.
Now, this division shopping, as I call it, pisses me off because all I remember and my brain just defaults straight back to Jamil Charlo and Canelo and going, that is the single most reason why it should never happen again.
That's a good point. I'm so glad we're on this subject because I'm gonna let Slick answer that. I'm gonna let Slick answer that. But I'm about to fuck y'all up. Go ahead, Slick. You can answer that.
Wait a minute. I want to rewind it. Say that again, DJ, for me.
So the politics is driving or allowing champions, world title holders to division shop. I call it division shopping, right? You want to go down, you want to bring people up, you want to jump a division, you want to jump 2 divisions, right? For money, right? It's not legacy, it's money, right? So if anything was ever proven in the history of sport is that when you've got a fighter that wants to jump multiple divisions, my most recent memory comes back to the Canelo and Jamil Charlo fight. That should be the blueprint of why it should never be allowed to happen again. If Jamil had gone to 160 and won, gone to 168 and fought someone and won, okay, now he earns the right. But they're actually disrespecting each other and thinking that I can jump in the ring with a Canelo Alvarez and make it look like it's legitimate. Well, hang on. You actually haven't earned the right to be in the ring with that man at that weight. It's fantasy fighting.
Yeah, well, you know what? I agree. It is fantasy fighting, right? But that's the allure of it all, right? When you had everybody want to see Sugar Ray Leonard fight Hagler, that was the allure of it all, right?
But it's well, see, I only think it's an allure because you're not respecting if you've still got work to do in your own division. If you've still got work to do in your own division and there's no one left, right, and you're just swimming every Sunday and having a pina colada and you're just bored, there's no challenges, then go look and dare to be great. But don't give me dare to be great when you've still got work in your own division and you haven't proven it.
Oh, no. That's no. What I'm saying is only reserved for great fighters. The only way you're going to be great if you're proving it. Right? Like
Jamil did.
Jamil ain't proved shit.
What you mean? Jamil undisputed.
Bro, Jamil didn't prove shit.
He was undisputed. He cleaned out his division.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
Bro. He might have been undisputed, but ain't none of them fights were ever convincing like, oh my God, he's the truth.
Bruh. What I'm saying is, before
Jamil
Terrence,
was not that dude.
before Earl, before Fundora got there, before all Erickson Lubin, where he fought Erickson Lubin, he knocked his ass out the first round. But don't worry about that. But before all his 154 became the glamour division. Come on now, bro. You know 154 was fucking dead as a cemetery. Look, he cleaned that piece of shit out. Come on now.
You
can't take that away from Jamil.
Now you just answered my question. So where in the hell did he fight anybody that made him great?
But it don't matter. I only can live in the now, brother.
It do.
I only live in the now.
He didn't do nothing. That's why Canelo's like, bring him on.
Though, Slick, I only can live in the now.
I get that. But that doesn't mean you should get that fight, though.
But I understand that. But guess what? I have nothing else to do in 54. I'm bored.
So it's perfectly.
Watch this.
By you saying that, I'm gonna give you this. So should it have been Jamil, or should it have been Benavidez?
It should have been Benavidez, of course.
All right then.
But this is the question.
If he was that great, and with how you're talking about him, you should have said Jamil. He should have first shot.
The reason why I said Benavidez, watch this. The reason why I said Benavidez, because he did what Canelo told him to do, beat everybody else, and he was a 68 fighter. I never think Jamel should have jumped Benavidez. That's bullshit. What I'm saying is, Jamel did so much, did what he had to do at 54. Guess what they was about to do this man if he wouldn't have fought Canelo? He was about to do either Tim Tszyu, who was an up-and-comer at the time, and we just talking 3 years ago, DJ, was an up-and-comer, an unproven up-and-comer at the time, or he was going to have to rematch the number one contender, Erickson Lubin, who he had knocked out in the first round 24 months prior.
But he
He
worked
was
his way
dead
back up.
bored at 54.
Yeah, but you
So
just said a minute ago, RC, that 154, 154 was a dead division, but then you go on to proclaim that Charlo had cleaned it out and done this and done that.
That's why I said he
Yeah,
answered my
it was
question
dead
for me,
dead.
bro.
It was clean. It was done.
Right, but if it was
That's
dead,
really
if it's a
simple, so
dead
they don't
division,
really
what made him
broke
great in that division, though? That's what I'm
No,
saying.
we ain't talking about great. We talking about I'm done. I cleaned it out. Ain't nothing to do.
Yeah, so look, it's a timeline thing. So you can't blame Jamel Charlo for beating up everyone at 154 that was in 154 at the time.
Exactly.
You can't blame you have to give him
I'm
his
not blaming him that I'm not blaming him at all for what was there, but nothing there made him great. That's my point.
But what I'm saying is
And I'm
this,
blaming
Slick,
him for
they
running
was
That's
about
away
to
two
from
start
different things.
rerunning him. It had nobody else. They was about to throw Erickson Lubin to him, or they was going to throw
And guess
a
what, Rob?
young, unproven Zoo to him.
I ain't Zoo maybe, but guess what? That's boxing. Erickson Lubin worked his way back up to that.
Oh my God! Off 2 fights,
It wasn't no damn just 2 fights, bro.
dude, he
You know how
got
long
beat
ago
up
that
by
Lubin? You know how
Fedora.
long ago that Lubin fight was, bro?
I know.
But-
That's I said like 24 months prior to that. That was like 2019.
Remember too the circumstances in which undisputed versus undisputed happened. Jamel Charlo was mandated to fight.
Tim Tszyu.
No, hang on. It's. I won't say it's worse than that. He was actually mandated to fight Murtazalia
Murtazalia.
as well, right? So now he
You got that was the brother. That was the brother. Y'all get him
That
confused.
that was his bro.
That was his brother
Okay.
at 160.
either way, right? Now,
You can't mix them,
Hey,
bro.
don't
They're
feel bad.
twins, but you can't mix them,
I be
DJ.
mixing them up too, DJ. Don't feel bad, bro. I do it all the time.
let me just paint the situation here.
IBF mandatory was Murtazalia for 3 years. And he kept
So-
taking step-aside money.
Yeah, and
That's Jamal.
at the same time,
Well,
what he's
Murtazalia was at
done,
154.
That was Jamal at 160.
why did he pick Canelo? Why did he pick 2 divisions? Why couldn't he have just gone to 160? If he was bored at 154, right, and he'd cleaned that out, and let's agree for the sake of conversation,
He didn't
cleaned
pick
out
him.
at the time 154, right?
Yeah, you
Yes,
got
there were
this, Slick.
people coming in, but why wouldn't he go to 160 and clean that out next? Why did he go to Canelo?
Because
monetary.
he was made to go to Canelo, man. Al
Yes.
made him do that. Jamal
Yes.
was his brother.
No,
Hold on,
it was
his
supposed to be Spence, wasn't it?
no,
Jamal.
Jamal. His brother was
His
supposed
brother.
to find. His brother was supposed to find him. Then they said he wasn't mentally stable enough,
Right,
and Jamel took the fight last minute.
right.
And they tried to call it
that was nothing
undisputed.
Jamel ever called out. It was always Jamal calling out.
Right, and I can't say his name. Y'all gotta say Murtazalia, whatever his name is.
Murtazalia.
Thank you. Murtazalia was supposed to fight Jamal, and Jamal they was paying him step aside money.
Right. Yeah, y'all just getting Jamel and Jamal confused.
54. That's the bloke that Tim's about to fight.
Say what now?
Murtazalia has been at 154 for years. He's the bloke that Tim is about to fight for the IBF title that he got because Jamel got.
But it couldn't have been a mandatory. It couldn't have been a mandatory because Jamel was undisputed.
Right.
Before he got stripped for that, but
Well,
remember?
okay, well, he was next in line or whatever.
Yeah, he got stripped. That's how that belt out there floating. Remember?
I'm
I'm
going to
so
use
glad we
your
having this conversation.
Murtazaliev fought the what was his name? What's his name? For the vacant belt after Charlo got stopped.
Kalkay or
Okay,
Right.
whatever his name is. Yeah. But
So I mean,
Murtazaliev
you know,
has been at 54 for years, not at
but
160. It wasn't Jamal.
well,
I
he
still
couldn't have
stand
been
on
his match.
I still
Maybe it
stand
was
on
his.
what I want to say. Stop
It
division
was
chopping.
another dude with the M that Jamal had. That's I may be getting the murder dude and the other dude confused.
Madrimov.
No, it wasn't
No,
Madrimal.
it was
Madrimal
like
wasn't
it was
even
similar
not
to
even
that
in the.
name though.
I don't even think Madrimal was
Murata.
professional.
Yeah,
What was his name, man?
Look, I
yeah, but
don't hate on
I've heard
people.
commentary that says that Murtazaliev had been taking step aside money for a number of fights because Jamal wanted to fight Harrison and then the little short bloke from Argentina, Castano.
Castano. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But do you think that if I just bring this back to where all this started, do any of you think that to prove yourself you need to jump 2 divisions to be a Hall of Famer
Hell
or
no.
and
Hell
and
no.
No,
and
you don't
that's my
have to do
point.
that.
Yeah, the only interest that people have, look at Theo calling out Bud. Theo can't beat Bud, not
Right.
Hold
unless
up. Hold up. Hold up. Can I
Oh,
can I stop you right there, DJ? I promise I'm
no,
gonna give
you
it back to
can't.
you.
You let me finish. Look, the only reason that To's got Bud in his mouth and on his lips is for money, right? And that's my point. Theo has got potentially really good work at 140 in front of him, right? Not interested because the dollars aren't there, and this is why I say that the product is overpriced, and that just filters all the way down to pay-per-views. It wouldn't matter whether it's free. If Theo goes and fights a no one, who's going to buy Boots Innes card? If Bam wasn't on it, would you buy it? I probably wouldn't.
No, that's why they put Bam on there.
But that and plus that fight's local anyway. But DJ, you finished? Because I need to talk to you about that.
Okay, I'm comfortable.
Okay. And Slick, I'm only gonna be a second. I'm gonna let you jump
No,
in.
go ahead. You
Because
good.
Slick,
Go
you
ahead.
know where I'm about to go. But I don't think Mark Wynn and DJ in Australia are privy to this debate that was had this week in America. Okay, so you would say, DJ and Mark, that Terrence Crawford is a good fighter with a good resume, right?
Yep.
Right? You would agree too,
Yeah.
right, DJ?
Except that my only blight on Terence Crawford is he's never actually defended his
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
undisputed
Yep.
in any
Okay.
weight class.
Like
But
Charlo.
that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you and Mark really not arguing his resume, right?
No, not necessarily. I can't think of anyone that I would have liked to him to fight. I would have liked to him to fight Spence 5 years earlier, but
Right.
it's too
Yeah.
late now.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. And I'm gonna let DJ go first, and I'm gonna let Mark marinate on Mark, and then let Mark go. And I know Slick gonna bring it home. Tell me if I'm lying. If Terrence Crawford was to fight Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo Lopez will be the most decorated, the most accoladed fighter that Terrence Crawford has ever got through the ropes with. Tell me I'm lying.
Besides me, machine.
Don't say don't. Was Mean Machine ever 2 division champion?
No, but he's
Was
Olympian.
Mean Machine ever unified at 135? Then dropped, then lost that, went up to 140 and got another belt? Did Mean Machine ever do that?
No,
So
but I mean,
Hold on. This for Slick. Is Mean Machine currently the Ring Magazine and title holder at 140?
oh,
Okay, don't ever say Mean Machine ever again.
I'm just saying
DJ,
he won
answer
on
my
him, right?
question.
Well, I'm
Would
trying to, but
Teofimo
you won't
Lopez
let
be the
me.
most decorated, accoladed fighter that Terrence Crawford has ever fought in his life? Answer that
Well,
for
let's be clear before I answer that: the most accomplished or the most decorated, because
the
there's a
most
difference.
decorated and accoladed. And you know what? For his Teofimo's resume, I'm gonna say the most accomplished. Terrence has ever fought. Am I lying?
I'll give you the most decorated, but I won't give you the most accomplished.
He beat Loma. He beat Josh Taylor.
But you said accomplished. Like,
He lost to Cambosis as well.
and he can't be the most
Uh,
decorated. That would be putting him before, but
No, well, that Bud's
no. I said that Bud has ever with the best one that Bud ever got in the ring with and competed against. The best resume and the best accomplished, the most decorated. We ain't talking about Bud. We talking about his competition. Out of everybody on his box rec, Theo would be the hardest. Tell me if
Well,
I'm lying. Slick,
but
Mark, DJ.
hang on. Don't forget about the titles that Spence brought to the ring when he fought Spence.
That's one division, 147.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
we talking about Teal is a two weight class title holder. And he had Ring Magazine in both of them.
no. Well, it's a technicality, and I know what you're actually trying to manipulate here. It's a
What I'm
technicality
saying,
because
bro.
I think that Spence was more, on paper, a more accomplished fighter,
Why you say that?
right? But, well, because 147 back then was a hell of a lot stronger than what it is today. Now, Teo, walking in and out of different weight classes and division shopping,
What you talking about? He only fought two divisions, 35-40. That's all he ever did.
You
He only
wanted
fought
me
two
to answer
divisions.
the question. Hey, if you want the answer, let me answer.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I should have gone first. Mine going to be short and sweet.
Well, you go, Mark, because
Go
I
ahead,
looked at
Mark.
RC.
Go ahead, Mark.
I'll agree with RC because I always thought Spence wasn't that good. I thought he was, pretty average.
I'm saying though, you saying that he gained belts or whatever, but like he hasn't beat as many names as a Terrence, like champions and shit.
No, you messing it up, Slick. We not talking about him being better than Terrence, him being more accoladed than Terrence. No, I'm saying Terrence's best competition he ever got through the ropes to face.
Okay, so let me entertain you, RC. If I just say
If you
yes,
saying just by belts or whatever,
yeah, that's what
and
he's
you
getting
want to
at,
call him
Slick.
yeah, that's what he's saying. I mean, he done fought other champions too, though. So I mean, yeah, he'll be a champion that he fought. He was never undisputed. I'm not gonna give you that, but
No, I'm not saying he undisputed. I'm talking about
you just saying most decorated. That's what you're
most
trying to say.
decorated and one of the best resumes. I ain't say the best. I said one of the best resumes that Terrence has ever fought
And see,
against.
that's why Tank will never be considered great because he ain't got a good resume and he don't got much. He got no what do you call it? Bling, belts.
Yeah, Tank can't even compare to Teofimo Lopez's not only resume or accomplishment. And that's my argument. And DJ, I promise I'm about to shut the hell up and let you go. And I
I
promise
give
I'm
it
gonna
to
mute
you.
up as you go, DJ. But DJ, this is what I'm asking. Of all the people, if you want to use Earl, don't count. Earl just was a unified at 147. Guess what? Teofimo was a unified at 35. So that make them neck and neck. You know what? Take Teo in the lead. He went to 140 and grabbed another.
Right.
I mean, if
so
you look at
That trumps Earl
but
right there.
So here's what I'm
all
trying
Earls was
to
in one
maybe
division.
articulate to you, RC, and I know what you're trying to do. Is the answer? Your point is correct. That if I look at resume only, if Teofimo gets in the ring with Bud Crawford, Teofimo brings more on paper, more titles and accolades than anyone else he's ever fought. But what I'm
Right.
saying to you is that 2 divisions, 2 weight classes away doesn't mean that that's a justification for both of them to get into the ring. You like
No.
that answer?
I love it. I love it because you know what? Y'all can't argue my point because guess what?
No, it's
You
not
was
to
bringing up
argue.
Earl, and guess what happened? And I ain't even mentioned this part. Excuse me, y'all. When the man did go up to 140, he whooped the man that was at 140.
I mean, I get that.
Slick. You
But I
can't
mean,
take it away from T.O., bro.
I'm not taking none of what you said from T.O. I'm just saying that I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, both of them was the man there. Like I said, I mean, but it would be probably the most decorated. I won't call him accolades. I call him decorated. But
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't think
that's
he would
another
be.
word for it.
But the question
Yeah.
is, he would not be the toughest person that man would have fought.
No,
Like, it's a
we're not even
difference.
saying
So
tough. I'm not
if
even.
you want to
I'm
say,
not even gonna say that. No.
yeah, on paper, yeah. For as his medals and stuff, yeah, I give him that. I give him that. I mean, but I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's the proving ground on this. I mean,
Well,
he
the
wants to
proving
come up
ground
and
is
fight.
this.
He wants to come up and fight, but he trying to scream his way into a fight. And if that's the only argument that he has, he's gonna be lost. Like, that's not gonna get you that fight. You know what I mean?
It's not the point of T.O. trying to get the fight with Bud. If Bud want to increase his resume,
No, because he'll be fighting.
you ought to
Look,
consider it.
No. You don't go
You fight
down, bro.
nobody.
You don't go down.
Nobody you fight.
You don't go down, bro. You don't go down, bro.
No,
You don't go
I can't
down.
agree. I can
Hey, I'm
give
with
you
Mark Gwynn.
everything.
Earl Spence don't count after the accident. You
Yeah.
I
fight
agree with
nobody.
everything you said.
Nobody you
Up until that last
fight.
bit.
That may be true, but you don't never go down. That's like when Tank went and fought Hector Garcia, bro. I'm not
What
giving you
Tank
no
got to
props
do
on
with
that.
this? We talking about Terrence Crawford and Teofimo.
But I gotta keep the same energy. If Bud did that, I'd be pissed off, bro. Like, you not finna get no props off of that. You went down, bro, to fight somebody smaller and think we finna give you props because he was decorated? Hell no.
Wait,
Because
who
that's
Tank went down
still
to fight?
there. No, Tank didn't go down. He brung somebody up. That would be one of the same. He brought Hector Garcia up.
That
Hold
is
on.
a
Hector
lie.
Garcia. He did bring Hector Garcia up.
I thought you were about to say Dallas. I thought you were about to say the other. Okay,
No,
I ain't
he
worried about
brung
no
Hector.
damn man.
Yeah,
Hector
right.
Garcia.
But he was a champion, right? At 130, he brung him up and they tried to sell that shit. I'm not giving you no props on that.
Man, you know that was a
would have to
warm up
keep this
fight for Ryan Garcia, bro.
I'm just saying I would have to. I know I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that I couldn't give him props on it, even though they were saying he's a champion, but you brung a champion up from a lower weight class to fight. What I'm saying is I would have to have that same type of smoke for Bud if he did that shit. I don't care. I don't care if this man was 2-time undisputed. You still brung him all the way up. You get what I'm saying? And if you whoop his ass, ain't nobody giving you nothing on that. Like, you just not. Like, that's because of the type of fight. Now it'd be different if Teofimo was that dude, right? You get what I'm saying? And he was mopping the floor.
What do you mean?
Man, this dude is garbage, bro.
You'd have to keep that same energy for Bud or for Canelo if
Bud
moved
to prove
up.
himself. Has Teofimo been 2-time undisputed? Hold on. Has Teofimo been 2-time undisputed? Has Teofimo mopped up his class? Did he did any of that? No. Bud mopped up all of 140. Hold on. Let me finish. Bud mopped up all of 140, went up to 147, went on a killer knockout spree because they told him he had to do it, got a belt, and beat the man. That's a difference, man. This ain't being a Bud fan. This is just I'm just calling
Come on, man. You saw Earl was the man? You saw
that's greatness, bro. Now Earl ain't the man, but before everybody was saying who was this is the thing. Now Earl ain't the man though, but before they were saying Earl was gonna whoop his ass though. Come on, man, make it make sense.
Slick. Because now I'm about to get you.
Hold on.
Now I'm about to get you.
I'm not done. Let me finish.
Right?
Let me finish.
Let
me finish. Everybody said Earl was gonna beat his ass because he was too light in the ass. Ain't that what they said?
You finished? Hey, all
saying,
I'll
bro.
say is that if Crawford wants to fight Canelo, then he needs to do what Charlo refused and ran from, is to beat Zoo first, and then he can go up and fight Crawford. Canelo.
I
Makes
ain't
sense
mad
to
at
me.
it. I'm not
Makes sense
saying
to me.
I'm not saying that like I'm not a fan of Bud to just jump all the way up. So
Yes,
I'm a
thank
Bud
you,
fan.
Slick.
I am a
Yes.
Bud fan, bro.
I
Like I
feel
want
the
the best
same
for
way.
my boxer. If he was to go to 160, get a feel there, because that's really gonna tell him, okay, should I
Go
keep
beat,
going or not? You know what I'm saying? And
go
then
beat
maybe
the
jump.
shit
But
out of a Genevieve.
160 trash.
find some. I'm just saying it ain't to prove nothing at 160. It's to get a feel for the extra weight.
It's it's the
He'll
performance
get
of
a feel
weight.
for that extra weight against Tim Zoo.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't never want to see nobody go 22 pounds just like that. The old school cats didn't do that. They worked their way up and they end up meeting. You know what I'm saying?
What you are,
22
RC,
pounds is a lot.
He only
RC,
going up 14.
you're a professional antagonizer. That's what you
No,
are, RC.
because you know Slick done fucked up. You try to save him, DJ. You trying to
Where I
divert
messed up. Tell
and
me where I
get me to
messed up.
forget.
Tell
You
me
know
where I
you
messed
fucked
up.
up, right?
Tell me.
You know you fucked up, right? Okay,
How?
Tell me.
this is what I'm about to tell you. So Earl was the man. Earl the man. Right? Right?
Earl was
Well, he was the
No,
man before Terrence, right?
No,
that's
Before
what they
July
said.
29th.
I didn't say
they're
that.
your words, not mine.
I didn't say that.
Wait, no, you just said he went.
No.
He got a belt at 47 and he beat the man. That's what you just said, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's what everybody
they're
was
still
saying. He
your
was the man.
words, RC. What I said to you
And
was
technically he was the man because he had 3 belts.
you
Okay, go ahead,
asked
DJ.
me
Go ahead,
whether
DJ.
CEO was going to be the most accomplished or decorated, right? That Bud was going to get in the ring.
True.
And what I said to you was Errol wasn't the man, but I could argue that Errol may have been as equally accomplished or decorated at the time when he got in the ring with Bud. I never said that Errol was the man.
That was Slick said. Slick was saying that Dave was saying the man. I never said you said that, DJ.
Everybody was. But I acknowledge Earl for being the man of the division, but not the man as if like he was gonna beat Bud.
Oh, I love this. So I'm gonna answer DJ first. When he got in the ring with Earl Spence, he was a unified welterweight champion. That's correct, right? DJ?
I feel like it's not really important with where you're going, but go.
No, it's very important. Would you say he was the Ring Magazine, which label you are the man at that division? Did Earl Spence hold that at 147?
No.
No, he didn't. Because everybody kept saying it's a 1A, 1B thing, right? You remember that, huh, DJ? All I'm saying is I'm not taking away from Earl Spence's unified champion status. All I'm saying is Theo was the same thing at 35, and he went up to 40. And guess what he did at 40? DJ? He fought the former undisputed champion at 40 and took his shit. Something Earl, he just now about to go to another weight class. I'm talking about what Theo has done before he gets in the ring with him, which that going up to 140 and getting that Ring Magazine and getting that belt off Josh Taylor. Guess what that does for him? That makes him better than Earl Spence in accolade wise. That's all I'm saying, DJ. Now back to Slick, because you know Slick did fucked up, right? So this is the fucking
thing. Slick, I feel like you're just the next one in line because Punch is not here. I'll let him
Slick and DJ just didn't listen to the question. I listened to it and agreed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
right
sir.
away.
Now let me get Slick
be slick though, bro. But go ahead, Rod.
Let me get Slick together. So you saying that they said, not you. Now they say he's the man before Terrence fought him, right? So I think, okay, everybody loses a fight. You lose a fight, oh well. So you would still say Earl has some kind of a status that's on Terrence's belt by him beating Earl, right? So Earl's some kind of a status as somebody that's decent, somebody that was a great, right?
Okay.
Right? Watch this. Hope Mark Wynn and DJ listen to this. Watch how I get him. Because you know you fucked up, right? It is rumored that Earl Spence is fighting for Fedora in December, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Earl's the man. Who you got in that fight?
What are you talking about? Who in Fedora
Who you
fight?
got in the Earl Spence versus Sebastian Fedora fight? Who you got?
I'm figuring it's gonna end up being Earl. But
See? Well, hold on. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go.
You said but. But means
because I stopped because you asked me just a specific answer. I gave you the answer.
So you think is Earl gonna be Fedora?
I said I'm thinking it's gonna be. I didn't say.
No, you about to say
win the
but.
motherfucker.
But you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. Because
No,
because that's what you know, Mark Wynn know, and DJ know. If Fedora drops Earl, that goddamn win Bud got ain't shit.
No, that ain't how that shit work, bro. No, that ain't how that shit work, bro. That ain't how. Because here's the thing. Because this is your highest bullshit. That ain't how that go. Because when he beat Earl, it was at 147, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody try to say. All the excuses they gave fucking Earl, he outgrown the division. Oh, he was weight drained. He was perfectly fucking fine 3 fights ago. Okay, I don't want to hear that shit. His last fights, he was perfectly fine winning, and then when he fucking lose, Terrence Crawford gets the blame for it. Fuck all that. No, that was at 147. Now 154 is a whole different thing. If Earl was smart, he'll fight Bud at 154. He won't take his ass to go fucking fight Fedora, that tall motherfucker. Then that's on him if he fucking lose. You see what I'm saying? But you can't take the grace away from what Bud did at 147. That is totally different. Totally 2 different things. So it's like saying right now, if Bud was to go to 168, right, and fight fucking Canelo and get his ass mopped, hey, guess what? That was supposed to fucking happen. I'm not gonna go, well, Canelo or Terrence, you know, he getting old. No, fuck all that. But what does that loss? What would that loss have to do with the rest of his career? Nothing. He still accomplished a lot. You can't put all of that in at the same time. You're trying to mix and match shit that ain't going together.
Oh, it messed me up.
No,
I missed the last like a minute and 10 seconds.
You trying to mix up some bullshit.
Minute.
That shit ain't gonna age well.
No, it is gonna age. Fedora win. No, that's for the haters. That's an excuse built in for the haters, but that ain't got shit to do with shit because 2 different divisions. 2 different divisions, bro. See, people, that excuse will be holding on to the excuse of, like I just said, oh, you know why he lost? Because he was weight drained, or oh, he was outgrowing the division. He was depleted and blah blah dehydrated. Bullshit. Because 3 fights ago he was perfectly fucking fine. And nobody said none of that shit when he ain't no 147, they got shit to do with 154.
His next fight.
Bruh, stop it. You can't do that.
You know what you got? You know what you got?
If Bud loses his next fight at 154, if he loses next fight at 154, I'll be damn. I sit there and make any fucking excuse for Bud.
You ain't gonna have to,
that, bro.
Because watch this, Mark Wynn. Watch this, DJ. This how I get slick on this.
Making excuses,
if
man.
If Earl loses his next fight at 154 against Sebastian Fedora, you know what Earl has become? The 154 Deontay Wilder.
Oh, stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. So Earl getting them belts, that you just saying him getting those belts didn't matter. Even though you even witnessed the Ugas fight, bro, he was perfectly fine. Got rocked and every fucking thing. There was no excuses of why he got rocked. There was none of that shit. You understand me?
What was the Ugas fight?
It don't fucking matter. His last 3 damn fights, goddamn, he's perfectly fucking fine.
It matters.
So, but he outgrown the division when he fight Bud.
Wait, hold
Stop
up, hold
playing,
up,
bro.
hold up, hold up.
Stop playing,
What?
bro. I
What?
don't believe that shit.
Wouldn't the Ugas fight in 2021? No, it wasn't 2. It was 2021, right?
No, it was at the end. It was in December. So technically it was. So it was the end. It was at the end of.
Man, I keep getting a call. Look, I'm jumping off. I promise I'm gonna jump back on, y'all. Sorry about that.
Yeah. He don't want to hear it. Or I see he don't want to hear the shit. He going to think. He going to write some shit down. He on the phone. He finna look some stuff up.
Mark, how does he think that you and I think exactly the same? But anyway, there's all.
Yeah, I don't know,
sorts
because
of-
I think rugby's trash, so I don't know how they get to that.
Here you go. Look.
I'm gonna be fucking. There you go. I am.
Here you go.
Flick, I'm gonna fucking block him from your channel while he's talking that rubbish.
No,
Listen,
you can't. I've got a spanner. You can't.
But
look, I reckon the same question marks, in all honesty, the same question marks over Spence would be still there if he was stayed at 147 and was trying to fight Boots. Everyone would be asking the same questions and going, well, how's he going to come back from that fight with Bud, that loss? And is there genuinely medical issues that aren't allowing him to be at his best like he used to be?
Yeah.
Well, if it's medical issues,
what compounds that is that if he's going to go and jump weight classes, those question marks just get bigger and wider.
Right.
No, before the Bud and Spence fight, I had to refresh my memory. So I went back to their previous 3 fights that they'd fought the same fighter. I mean, it went back a few years, you know. But I watched each of them against each, and I watched the whole fights. And I sat back and I said to myself, Crawford is going to shit on this bloke.
Yeah.
He's too skillful. He is Crawford is just jab, left hand, jab, left hand, jab, body, jab, body.
Oh, you talking about Earl?
That's all he does.
Yeah.
And I looked at those fights and I thought, I can't see. I mean, because I was watching Fanon, and he's a fanatical Spence fan. There's another one, Knockout 86 TV boxing, whatever the hell he's called, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, fanatical. They were adamant, and Angry Man Sports TV or something it's called. And they were adamant that Spence was going to be too big and he was just going to walk all over.
Everybody was saying he's too big.
And I watched, like I said, the previous 3 same opponents they had, and I thought, I really can't see what these people are talking about. I think Bud is going to eat this bloke.
Bud been fighting bigger people his whole life, though, bro. Like literally, like weight bullies. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I would never have. I would never. Yeah.
His first couple of fights are at 54, and he didn't go too good, so he dropped down to 47 for years and starved himself to make it.
Right, got his ass whooped in the Olympics. At that,
exactly.
So it's
I think realistically, though, that weight bullying is just an integral part of boxing now because they've got the day before weigh-in. Like that weight bullying shit wouldn't exist if they had same day weigh-in.
It used to be same day weigh-in. WBC changed it, and everybody else fell in suit. But you could. The only people you can't elect
because a lot of blokes are making themselves sick too.
Yeah, they said it was getting sick and it was unhealthy. I don't think it is unhealthy, man. You could, because like everybody else, they fell in suit with WC, but everybody else like WA and IBF and all that, you could petition to have same day. So
and I said to you on your channel a couple of months ago, Slick, that with the head injury research that they've actually done now, they're actually saying that if you're too dehydrated and you don't have that, there's like a buffer or a liquid film between your skull and your brain, that when you're dehydrated, some of that gets reduced or minimized that can leave you open to injury.
Right.
But look, the rules are going to change eventually, I'm sure, but just before RC comes back, Mark, you said I didn't hear him properly. I'm pretty sure I heard him properly in saying that some decorated machine in Teofimo Lopez will be the best
No,
opposition
you
at
didn't
both
listen.
them at
No,
weight.
what I said was that you didn't listen to the question. Ansley, the question was the most decorated, so that means belts. And Tiafimo had
Well, he started off,
the
like I
ring
said,
belt,
he was
the
trying
ring
to
belt,
trick
and
us.
the other belts in 35.
No, it was
35, 40.
it was a
Yeah,
stitch up,
and
Mark.
then
He
went up
w-
It
to 40.
was
he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
trying
but
to confuse us though. He was trying. He
well,
said he would be
just
the
listen to
best
the
person on his
all I
resume.
did. Yeah,
He said he
but he
would be
said
the best.
accolade. To me, that means bling like belts.
Not he's
Yeah,
and then he turned. Then he said well decorated. When you say the best person on his resume, that's why I was confused. Like what?
yeah.
Him being
Well,
him would not be the best person on his resume. He would be the
no.
most decorated on his resume, which don't mean shit.
I don't know. The way I listened to it, well, straight away I knew what he was meaning was the belts.
Uh,
Like
because the
Tio
way
had
he's like insinuating it
the
is saying as if so if he fights Tiafimo and he beats him, that would basically be his best win. And I call bullshit
yeah.
because
Well, I
that don't
no,
make sense.
I thought he threw in the decorated bit to start with, and to
Yeah,
me
but
that meant
that's what I'm saying. The decorated, he's saying like I took it as like okay because you're saying he's the most decorated. If Bud beats him, that's like his best win on his resume.
no. No,
No,
well, if he just said his best win on on his resume, I would have went with what you said with Mean Machine.
yeah, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? That's not it.
It was trickery.
Yeah,
It
that's why I
was
say. That's why
trickery.
you hear when I say he trying to be slick. I hear him. He trying to be slick, but with the words. But
he's,
I know.
that's
he's
why I was
cunning.
That's
making
the
them
way I
faces.
understood it.
That's why
That's
I'm
why
making
I
the
agreed with
faces.
him.
Like
That's
it,
why I agreed with him because that's how I heard it. But anyway,
but yeah, if he says if he is most decorated by far, he'd be most decorated. But would it be his best win? No, hell no. That's
no,
why I kept saying
no,
that's two different things. It's two different
It's
no,
things.
it'd
yeah,
be the same argument if Tank fought Inouye. Inouye would be the most decorated fighter that Tank's fought, but just the weight difference and the power would just be overwhelming. And
Right.
so, yeah, that so
Oh, hey, DJ, I'd even say Inoue is still the best fighter that he's fought.
Well, to be
well,
honest,
the
in a
problem
way,
is
with that type of
the
resume that Tank guy, yeah, he probably would be.
the public have got to stop actually looking at. If you look at weight classes, it'd be like oh, look, there's any number of scenarios, but sports about actual divisions and those sorts of things. Like you can go to the Olympics and you can win a gold medal if you beat up um, lighter, weaker people, but you still come home with a gold medal. Like, how much
Mhm.
does it mean to you? Like, you need to beat the best of the best to get a
Yeah,
gold medal. So, what,
like I said earlier, DJ, your ideal world and probably mine too. I mean, I would be one person running the whole thing, one belt per division. Then you have a tournament sort of thing, and then he's the best, and then the next few fight each other, and then whoever's at the top after that fight the best. It's that, but that ain't going to happen in boxing because, like, I think it was Slick that said that, and even RC, that there's too much corruption in boxing. There's too many people
Yeah,
making a lot of money out of it being
it's too many.
348,000 belts and
It's too many
umpteen
money
different
moves.
telecasters and all this bullshit.
So many money moves, man. It's like for his American boxing, I would say. Like I
what
would
is your
say,
thought?
go
Sorry,
ahead.
Slick, keep
No,
going.
go ahead. But
Um, what is your thoughts on the Boots Simmons fight? Because your partner in crime, Heavy Bag, he posted a video there, and it's
mm,
on the lips of everyone else.
mm.
Where after all the fallout of the Norman and bits and pieces, where do you sit with all of that? Do you think that Eddie's looking after him, or is it just a keep busy fight while you work out your next move?
Yeah, it's a key busy. It's definitely a key busy fight. He want to keep him fresh. He's trying to bring the British way, the London way, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Over this way. Keep him busy. This is how they work. They fighters over there. They stay busy. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that idle time is the devil's playground. As they say, you want to keep him training. You want to keep him busy because he's trying to build a star, right? Same way he did Anthony Joshua in the beginning. He kept him busy, kept him busy, kept him busy. You know, that's the only way you're going to get better and build popularity. The more I got you in front of everybody's face, the more they see you. People going to want to catch on and see who you are. The more you fight, the better you're going to look. Even the opposition, I can get you another weak piece of opposition. You're going to look better and better, start getting knockouts. Or you just beating the shit out of these people going to love you. That's Eddie's MO. So no matter what goes on, if he can't get a Brian Norman next or whoever next, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be somebody, and he going to stay busy, and people going to tune in. That's why he's trying to build his fan base at home. Because if you can't sell at home, you can't sell no fucking way.
Shout out to Wizard Eyes.
Yeah, right. That's why coming home fights in America is so important. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing that puzzles me is the other side won the what do you call it? The purse bid.
Yeah.
So how the hell? And it was supposed to be in Germany.
Man,
so Eddie how the hell is it back in Philly now? Yeah,
Eddie snaked their ass. He knew they weren't gonna be able to afford it.
Yeah.
RC told me. Yeah, they knew.
Y'all go back to the beginning of the stream. I had broken all the way down, Mark.
Yeah, he knew they weren't gonna be. And just to sum it up, he gave them 1.5. Called him on the phone. We know you can't afford it. You can't afford it. You bought for 2.5. You still got to pay for a stadium. You still got to pay for everything else. We know you can't fucking do it. Sell it back. Sell it back to me for 1.5. You'll lose $1 million, but that's way less than what you would lose out on if you tried to pay for everything. So that's how he ended up getting it. He bought it back, and he already knew that was gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? He already knew that was gonna happen.
And then it puzzles me that No Limit beat whoever I forget who they beat for the Janabek fight.
Yeah,
and now he's going to come to Australia and fight a Russian that was adopted when he was a kid by a New Zealand couple.
Yeah, that tripped me out too because Janabek a top ranked fighter, and I don't know what went on. Did he get dropped?
No, he's still with top rank. And guess where they're fighting at, y'all? They fighting in Florida.
No Limits won the purse bid by $1,000. $1,000.
They're still fighting in Florida.
Well, that's not that. Hey, I don't know. They're advertising it's going to be here in 2 weeks.
No, they want it. No, they want it here in 2 weeks, but the venue hasn't been confirmed. And
so they're gonna move it. They're gonna move it from Florida.
No, not Tim Zoo. We're talking about Janabek in 160.
No, Janabek fighting on the Tim Zoo card.
What?
No, it says, I'm looking at it now. It says Friday, October 4th. The fight will take place at the Star Sydney Plymouth, Australia.
Yep.
Yep.
I was hearing he was gonna be on the Tim Zoo card.
It's a joint thing because it said it will be shown by ESPN Plus in the United States. So Bob's still winning.
Bob ain't letting Janabek go. But I was hearing out here in Vegas, I was hearing that they was gonna throw a Janabek as the co-main of the Zoo card. Mm-hmm. So you know what that's telling me, y'all? And you hearing it first. This is just me knowing this. If they split Janabek off the undercard of Tim Zoo like they was planning, the Tim Zoo card getting pushed back.
He gonna be on whatchamacallit shit. Watch.
Tim Zoo's already getting pushed back, according to you. Like I don't think that the Janabek.
That news y'all telling me that they trying to get Janabek out there in 2 weeks is confirming it now. I didn't even know that.
But aren't you suggesting that Tim Zoo was going to be fighting on the Tank undercard?
I've been hearing that, but all I'm saying is I'm seeing the move with the undercard. It's confirming it now, like stamping it.
They still advertising it here that Tim Zoo going to be fighting in Orlando on October the 19th. So that was
I'm thinking that's getting pushed back. I'm thinking it's getting pushed back.
We're going to be some pissed off people if they already booked air flights to get all the way to Florida on October the 19th.
No, Mark Wynn, let me help you out. The facility that Tim Zoo, the Caribbean Royale, holds 800 people. They'll be okay.
Yeah. Well, that don't really matter.
They'll be fine.
Where I live to get to Orlando, Florida, in on October the 19th, I don't give a shit if it's just me in there. To be honest, I want that fight to happen.
Mark Wynn, let me give you for instance. Is Slick really gonna laugh when I say this? The facility, the resort that they're fighting in, that holds the 800 people, is less than 20 minutes from Walt Disney World. They'll be fine.
Yeah, what I was saying earlier to Punch is that once I've had time to actually digest it, it actually doesn't bother me that if it was to be on the undercard of a tank, I think that that's really good for promoting either, and let's be fair, either Murders Earliev or Tim Zoo's profile, because all the eyes that come to see Tank will see them too.
That's
But
what
the
I
only
say.
disappointment,
That's a big.
the only disappointment is that Tim was hoping to fight again this year. How realistic that was, who knows? But and if they have to wait till December, that's definitely not going to happen. So that means that we've got to wait until, I don't know, Slick, RC, Mark, tell me, at earliest, maybe a February fight once the cards start getting developed in the new year.
No, if Tank's fights in December, then that's when it'll happen.
Right. I don't know. They was talking about the Lamont Roach thing, but people saying it ain't real. But that Javante was on Twitter today, and Devin was laughing at the Lamont Roach rumor that's going around, and Tank took offense to it. So I don't know. Maybe they in talks with him for December.
I don't know. I don't like and Zoo won't even be the undercard because they're talking about Benavidez being on there.
Yeah,
So,
but
no, they'll
that's a
stack
stack
it.
card.
They'll stack it. All Al.
So Tim's going to fight for a world title as like just an undercard.
Wait, Al just gave you a world title fight as the undercard.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd be doing that.
It was Laura versus which card was for Bill?
That's the exposure. That's the exposure you need because he said
Mark, think about the bigger picture. Mark, is that really anyone else probably wouldn't get after a loss unless you're Spence or someone like that. You're probably not getting a world title fight after a loss. You're back down the rankings. So there's that part of it because that gives him actual leverage in amongst the 154. So it doesn't really matter whether he's headlining it or on an undercard. Just give him the fight and give him an opportunity to get the belt and then get the leverage. But RC, I've got a question for you as well. Is that I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, did I hear you say that El Rayo wasn't in the Robert Garcia camp anymore? Because I just saw
that's what Jose Benavidez Jr. said. He said Robert Garcia is not his trainer.
Yeah, he was brought in like to help out with some stuff.
To help him defeat Pitbull.
Yeah.
He was specifically picked out for that fight.
Yeah, his coach is his old amateur coach or something like that. He brought him back.
Right.
But they needed Robert for that, whatever the case may be. Now I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep him around though.
Slick, have you actually spoken about the card today? It must be today over there.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't talked about it. That dude, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a real good fight, bro. A good fight. I like the whole card, man. I mean, seriously. Let me pull it up.
But yeah, man, I know I've been getting calls in the middle of this screen. But like I said, I had left off on clowning y'all with Earl Spence and Earl Spence lose, that's gonna mess up Terrence.
No, that's not. No, it ain't.
What you
My bet is that Errol Spence don't even fight, let alone lose.
I saw a picture. Hold on, where'd that picture go?
It'll be better. It'll be
Earl in
better if
shape,
Earl
dog.
didn't fight.
Earl in
Yeah,
shape.
it'd be better for Errol. His speech. Have you listened to him talk? That man got some serious issues going on. He should
That's
stop
what I'm
getting punched
saying.
in the head.
He get dropped by Fundora.
I don't know if
Man,
y'all can see this, but
that went it. That went
Earl in
it.
shape.
Oh,
in shape.
he just took a picture with somebody at the gym.
Yeah, that he from here, Samuel Arnold. Yeah, he in
Yeah.
shape, bro. He in shape, so he got to fight. He ain't just lost all that weight for nothing.
has he got a new
in
trainer?
shape. I don't know, but he lost all that weight for something. And this is a recent picture. This ain't no
Right.
old picture or none of that. The little cat right here, other guy, he from St. Louis.
No, he just needs to swallow a couple of worming tablets.
So,
He'll be back up to 180.
So I don't know, but
I think it's okay if Spence loses to Fundora. Zoo still wants to punch the shit out of him, and he can come to Australia so that Zoo can do it for calling him trash.
Well,
I think it
I
was
don't
after
think
the
Earl.
Charlo and Castano fight when an Aussie reporter asked the question, and Spence was in the background going, "He's trash, he's trash." So I don't care. Zoo
Well,
would probably do that just in somebody's backyard.
well,
For free.
no. What he need to do that to is to Keith Thurman, who called him a flat-footed Mexican style. That was more disrespectful than trash.
yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. RC.
No, well, Tim turned that into a positive because of the history of Mexican fighters. So,
Yeah, he spent it. But
And I'm gonna tell you like this: Tim Tszyu may have other problems because when the reporter asked Tim Tszyu about Vander Zayas, Tim Tszyu said, "Who's that?" Oh,
don't get me started because I've been watching RC.
oh,
You're poking the bear here.
wouldn't last.
Let me
Fucking
tell you,
three
I reached out to Heavy Bag and I said, look, I've been watching Xander and I've been looking at his last couple of fights and he's sharp. He can move, right? But
right,
when he actually gets the opportunity to land, it's like they're not getting rocked. So if he
right.
goes into 154 with some of these Europeans like Boachuk, Madrimov, even like he doesn't seem at the young age to actually have the power yet to worry people. If he does that against any of the top level 154, he's just going to get belted. He's going to get lifted out of the ring. So he's definitely a prospect, a contender, whichever definition you want to give him. But he's not ready for the big dogs up there yet. No way.
I'm gonna tell you what happened right after he said that comment, and you can Google it and go to Box Rec. You think I'm lying? As soon as Tim Tszyu said that, guess what happened?
I'm going
Xander
to
Zayas went from 12th in the ranking to number 4. And guess who was behind that? A man, Bob Aaron, we call a snake. And long as he's on top rank, he don't have to worry about all that hard competition you talking about.
He needed though, because Xander,
He got no competition.
he went up in weight, and that's where his power not translating.
Well,
You know
he ranked number 4.
He hasn't got grown man power yet.
Well, he's ranked number 4. So guess what, Tim? It's time for you to do your homework, Tim, because the youngster right on your ass.
You go back and watch Xander Zayas' last fight against somebody that was only just come up from 147. It went the distance. He didn't look that good.
Hey man, Slick can tell you. Me and Slick seen Xander Zayas live in Atlanta, Georgia at the Shakur Stevenson fight.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't nobody special I seen, but hey man, I'm not the boxer fan. I was just going to a fight with a friend.
Yeah. Ever since he went up, like it's just not translating. Like you say, but he's still growing though as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, he's only
what?
young. He just
Mm-hmm.
needs to find his grown man strength, and it might be a different story.
Right. Exactly. So,
Yeah,
Well,
he
I tell
needs
you,
4 more
Bob
years.
Bob Arum
Sure.
positioned him right behind Tim Zoo. If y'all look at y'all box ring.
mm-hmm.
Okay, bring it on, RC. Bring it on.
I mean, hey man, I'm not no Xander fan. I think Tim Zoo knocks him out, but I mean that's just me. I'm
Once
just, I'm
Tim
just
gets
I'm just
that
I'm just
IBF
I'm
belt,
just highlighting boxing politics.
when
Yeah.
Tim
Can
gets
I
that
ask you?
IBF belt, Xander can bring his ass to Australia, get punched the fuck out of him, and then we'll take
Oh
fucking.
no, Bob not bringing him to Australia. Oh no, you ain't gonna see that one.
We're good people over here. Why not?
Hey man, Bob got in the ring, said he ain't never bringing a fighter
Yeah, he did. He was
overseas ever
mad,
again.
bro. He
He
was
was
like,
Oh,
pissed.
I'm never doing this
that was
shit
England.
again.
I'll
That was
never
in
do
England.
this shit ever a fucking again. Y'all
Yeah, he
don't
was
know
mad.
shit about boxing over here.
Back up. He did that, and did that when?
That was not too long ago.
No, it
That
wasn't
was
too long
a
ago.
baby, what, a month
That was
ago,
this
huh,
year.
Slick?
Yeah, that was this year.
That was like
Yeah, it was
a month and a half
3
ago.
months ago.
What
But it
was
was
it
in
after
England.
the Lomachenko and Kambosos fight? Was it?
No.
Yeah, it was after that because Lomachenko Kambosos was in March.
No.
Oh, yeah. No. No, that
So
wasn't in March.
I think Bob said that over the summer.
Tim
Yeah.
Tszyu fought Fundora in May because it was Mother's Day here.
He didn't fight him in
That was
May. He
Tim Zoo
fought him.
fought Fedora March 31st.
No,
Yes.
he didn't. No, he
Yes,
didn't.
he
It
did.
was,
He
hey,
did.
it was Australia. It was Mother's Day here in Australia, and Mother's Day is in the first weekend of May.
March
I know,
31st is when Tim
I
Zoo
know,
fought.
because I made my wife and my mother-in-law sit here and watch that bloody contest.
I'm telling you, Mark Wynn, no lie. You can Google it. All jokes aside, it was in Las
I
Vegas at
will.
T-Mobile Arena, March 31st. That was the first Amazon show.
All right, I'll Google. I'm going to go and I'll Google it,
Google
and
it.
I'm going to come back.
Google it. My memory is impeccable, especially
Oh,
when it was like right in front of my face.
Slick's brought the young fella, the rap dancer, back, dancing
Yeah.
across the screen. I hope you paid him a little bit more. He
Yeah,
just
man.
keeps going and going. He never
Yeah.
gets tired, that young fella.
Right. I gave him a little vacation. But
Well,
man,
So,
I'm gonna be the dancer's advisor,
All
and I'm
right,
about to advise him to charge Slick a certain percentage. We don't do guarantees. We want percentage.
right, right. Smart man.
go to hell, RC. Next, you'll be asking for a pay per view to come into Slick's live stream. Not having it.
All right, yeah,
And Slick only gets him once a week. If Slick needs him more than once a week, we got to negotiate.
Right. Hell no. Hell no.
What
But
else
yeah,
has been
man.
going on, Slick? Because you've been quiet the last week or two there with the
I had
boxing
a
news,
lot of
the
things,
boxing world.
a
What's
lot of
been going
things,
on?
a lot of things going on, family wise and things like that. And you know, I was it kind of messed me up because they were like saying I couldn't go live, and then I also couldn't upload videos. And I was like, well, that's bogus, you know what I'm saying? But then I can go live. The last time y'all saw me live, it still wouldn't let me upload videos for some reason. But now I can do both. So I tested it out earlier before I left. I was like, okay, so now it'll let me upload videos. So I don't know. It was weird. I ain't never had that happen to me. Usually when you get suspended, it'll be like, oh, you can't go live, but you can still upload videos. I never had it do me like that at all. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of threw my whole rhythm off. And then gave me a little time to focus on some other stuff I needed to catch up on or whatever. And I'm always trying to be a little more innovative over this way or whatnot. Thinking of what I want to do and how I want to do it for is the podcast and stuff. You know what I mean? So
Hey, am I still there? Am I there?
yeah, you here? What's
Mark,
up? You
Mark,
on here
you're
twice.
I'll have to
Hold on.
apologize.
There you go, Mark. What'd you say?
I'll have to apologize to RC.
Oh, okay.
That's all right, Mark. If I tell you what I do, which I can't tell you online, what I do in real life, you would understand how I know that date very well.
Yeah. Let's just say he's real close.
I'm
He's
real
real.
close to all the action.
Yeah, we can say that he's very close. But but yeah, so and I want to get back on a consistent schedule. I was rocking for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I was rocking with the videos and everything, and I'm trying to fit everything in because everything started tapering off. Like my daughter now, she had a transplant, whatever, but now she's might be going back to school and things like that. So that's gonna help out with a lot of free time. You know what I'm saying? So I can get
Look,
back to where I want.
Fleck,
So
family and your kids need to be the most important thing.
oh, they are. But this is
Would
one
you
day we'll talk about it, DJ. But this right here, YouTube, it's for them. It's
do you think you'd be prepared to talk about that conversation we'll have earlier about the potential for some of these commercial deals to actually divide boxing even further? Because I think that we all had different opinions on it, but for some of your viewers and your subscribers and that there, if that actually gets simplified and says, well, look, on the left hand, this has the opportunity to, make boxing cheaper and draw more people in. But on the right hand, is it really solving what the real fans generally, like, genuinely crave? The best of the best fighting in each division. Is that something that you would sort of entertain, or are you just happy to talk about that as we go through different lives?
no, we could talk about everything if that's what you're asking. But like, or are you asking for like my opinion on it right now, or are you just saying is this something you want to talk about periodically?
No, is that something that you would sort of target as part of your channel? Would you say, hey, look, we've got Turkey Al Sheikh, we've got Netflix over
Oh,
here, we've
oh,
got,
oh yeah.
you know,
Mm,
so here's, depending on which way you roll the dice, here's a couple of ways it can go. Because
mm,
I'm coming from a casual point of view and just saying, well, look, if you're looking for channels where you want to be educated, but you don't want to be overwhelmed by politics,
uh-huh,
can I go somewhere and just say, look, there's some deals in the mix, there's some changes that are happening in the boxing landscape,
mm-hmm,
and here's a couple of ways that it could go. Not
right,
guaranteed to go, but it could go.
right.
Oh, he do that? Nah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've been on that like before Turkey, right? Back in the day, I used to have a co-host, shout out to Polo, right? Um, and we've always said that like it need to be some type of like boxing is the only sport that's not associated, right? So there's no rules, right? Everybody is freelancing basically in boxing, right? Or outsourced, right? So it's hard to keep up with this and that. We talking about tax loopholes, to money, to this person not making what this person make, to oh he didn't sign an agreement where he stuck with him indefinitely, and all these things. You know what I mean? And just to put it all in a nutshell, boxing you have to blow up boxing to get it back in a straight line, right? It would take to be everybody to be under one umbrella to get what the fans and aficionados really want, which would bring everybody together. We wouldn't be arguing then, right? If it was one big conglomerate that had all the boxers, like UFC has all their people, or whatever the case may be, it'll be all grand. But to be honest with you, it's never gonna be that way. We will always get close to it, but it'll never be perfect. Never, because competition is very stiff in boxing. So say Netflix has Canelo, right? Let's say Turkey Al Sheikh somehow blinded Tank with all this money, and now Tank is with him. They're never gonna get along because now they're gonna be rivaling. Who gonna make the much money Oh, we gonna take these dates. I'm taking these dates. This is that third. You get what I'm saying? So that's the problem. It's always cool in the beginning when everybody trying to make the come up. You get what I mean? But once everybody get to this level, it's like you ain't better than me and you ain't better than me, and you know, but in reality they both feel like they're better than each other. So they too busy trying to show each other up. You know. So it'll never be perfect. Now the crazy
McDonald's
part,
versus Burger King.
right? The crazy part about it is that Netflix don't give a damn about none of them.
So no.
That's the only thing. Netflix like, look, I'm gonna pay you say $30 million for these 2 fights. How you disperse that money, that's up to you. You get what I'm saying? But I know these fights better be available because I'm paying for them. Right? Yep. That's the difference. Now, it would be up to Al to want to solicit other fighters out and still work with Turkey. But I'm going to tell you, Netflix will start giving a damn if Turkey ratings end up being more than Netflix. See what I'm saying? Now Netflix going to be like, bro, we don't like that you fucking with him. You killing us over here. We paying you and you killing us at the same time. Right. That's where conflict going to come in. Just like hang you on, just saw.
Just rewind that.
Uh-huh.
Explain that a little bit in a little bit more detail, how you understand it. That they're getting money, but they're killing them at the same time.
Okay. It's like as we say, shooting yourself in your own foot. Netflix pay for a couple fights, right? Say he has another couple, Al has a couple other fighters that he could loan Turkey Al-Sheikh, right? Those fights start to pan out, be better than what's on Netflix, right? Netflix like, but we got the stars. Well, those star fights are shit, but the fighters that he's giving to Turkey end up being great fights. You know what they gonna do? We gonna rival them. What time they going on 7? All right, we'll start at 8. You'll catch Bob doing that sometime on the zone. He'll start his card at the same time they start their card.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, if you're watching it on ESPN Plus, he will make everybody wait until the zone start their main event, and then he start his main event. So you can shoot yourself in the foot. And if Netflix feel like, well, you still in ratings, you know, that's still in ratings from us. No, we don't like that you sharing your fighters with him. Al gonna say, well, you have to pay me to stop doing it. You got to pay for my loyalty. Remember, you just purchasing fights. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what all that's gonna do is create the old school across.
And it's gonna come back. It's gonna come right back to what it was
in the beginning.
Now, Turkey had the right idea, right? But he's like, this is how I feel. He's like a spoiled kid with a shitload of money, and it's my way or no way, right? Instead of really, really trying to have a sit down, and sometimes things take time, and really explain to these people like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do this, and you know, instead of saying I want to try to buy your company, then they say no, okay, well, let's make this deal. Like in business, you just can't come in stepping on a lot of people's toes because you think you got some money. Like I told Rob, at some point you gotta realize when you get around a bunch of people, if you get in a room and everybody's worth $1 million, that's like just having $1 in your pocket. Because everybody can do what everybody in that room can do. Right? Just because he got a shitload of money don't mean I need your money. You see what I'm saying? Yes, it would be nice for you to finance us. It would take stress off my back. But do I actually need you? And also, what comes with that? Ain't nothing for free. Yeah, you giving us money. Yeah, you want to fight. But what comes with this? You know, it's always a caveat. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But to answer your question wholeheartedly, though, I've always advocated for boxing to be a better sport. Since I've been on this channel, bro. There's always been a conversation that always comes up. I try to keep it 100% real. I hate saying that word, but like just authentic, bro. Like authentic. I don't try to come off as a know-it-all. I don't never want to come off as a know-it-all. I want this to be a podcast where it's the people. It's for the people, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Ask your questions. That's why I put the link there. I used to have my phone line running, and I'm working on that too. But I don't like when I go to a show, DJ. I don't like Rob said one time to me. I don't like feeling like you teaching me like I'm sitting in class, right? I want it to be enjoyable. You know what I mean? Laughter, different opinion and views, because
So the balance is both, and
right.
it's what attracted me to you and Heavy Bag, and I met Punch and Nine later. But what you just did in the last 5 minutes worth of conversation is you actually educated people. And I've actually said that this is the part that's missing, right?
Mm,
I can't go to box box rank. I can't go to box rec. I can go to WBA, WBC, and I can't make sense of it,
mm,
right? So you need somewhere to go to say, well, look, if I enjoy the contest that is boxing, somebody needs to make sense of it for you. And what you don't need is to actually believe everything you hear and see on social media and every other channel.
mm,
What you need is someone to say, well, look, here's potentially some advantages, here's some potentially disadvantages with the way that commercially the sport's going.
mm,
And then you actually get the trust in that, and you go, well, now we can have a conversation about people and matchups and title fights and all those sorts of things. So it's almost like that for me, I liken it to an adult learning to walk.
mm.
You just you need to come in and you need to walk before crawl and walk before you want to run.
Gotcha. Now, like
So
I
there's
don't. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
So there's a bit of a balance there. I don't think it's about just only enjoyment, because you actually don't get to learn about the real issues. You
Oh
need a
yeah.
balance and say, look, you can joke about this, you can joke about that. RC loves Bud Crawford. We know
All
that. He's a fanboy,
right.
right? But
Right.
so I think, look,
Shout out to Bud.
So, and I think that most people that see the honesty and the transparency in it, they'll come to your channel. Wasn't that long ago? I remember another creator coming in, and you boys had
Right.
a discussion for what, 2 hours?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. It's always I want to be funny with substance. I'm just saying, like I've been in channels where they basically is like, you don't know shit, and this is that's what I mean by know it all. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like that. I don't want to talk to people like that. I just want to have a conversation with genuine people like you. Like say you trying to learn about the sport and things like that. I don't mind answering questions. I don't mind doing none of that. But I am gonna speak somewhat about what's what and this and the third. There was me and Punch had them discussions, where I gotta say X, Y, and Z. I gotta just let it out because if you're speaking on something wrong, you're speaking on something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to understand I don't want to say the right way of thinking, but give you a different outlook on things. You know what I mean?
I
So
call that an objective.
yeah,
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 be objective about the information you're getting. But
right.
that's, if that was the only information I was going to give RC, is be objective, RC. Like, Teofimo has got no place in the ring with Bud.
I agree with you. I was just toying with the Bud fan that he fight nobody. If Tio is the best, the most
Nah,
accoladed fighter that he would ever get in the ring with so far.
accolades are different than being the best fighter.
But
Be having the most accolades. Like I said, if
but
you
come
put
on,
Manny,
man. Let's
okay,
stop. You know
no,
when Tio was at 35,
what means
Tank
more?
was still at 30, right? It was just him and Devin Haney at 35. And
Uh-huh,
that was before Shakur came to 35.
uh-huh.
What people were saying about Tio at 35 when he had all the belts, he the best at 35. So come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do the little man that.
In his class, right at 135.
Yeah, he was the best.
Well, he
So
ain't fight.
I mean,
He could
you
have fought
trying to
twice.
act like he a cab driver or something.
No. He was the best at 135. He ain't did shit where he at now. He got a belt,
140?
but look, he's been piss poor. Like his performances is not up. It's not what you reminiscing.
Let me ask you a question. Of the three other fighters that got a belt at 40, can T.O. beat them all? That's all I'm asking. Yes or no?
I'm trying to think who got the goddamn belt.
Okay, now I'm about you know Rob here to help you. WBC is Albert Puyol.
Okay,
Does T.O. beat him?
possibly.
Okay. WBA 140 is Ryo. Can he beat him?
I don't know.
Okay. WIBF 140, Liam Paro. Can he beat him?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I'm being honest, bro.
Let's just say it like this. You are being honest because
Puyo is the closest. Is that I would say maybe he get over on him, but the other two, I'm not sure.
Okay, now let me ask you this question because you know Tio wishy-washy. You know wishy-washy Teofimo Lopez.
Right.
Give me the Tio that beat Josh Taylor and Lomachenko against them three.
Oh, he mops all of them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, bro.
But you don't know who you gonna get.
Okay, I agree. I totally 100% agree with you.
Yeah,
I totally 100% agree.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Like, say if that guy that you just said, like the one that beat Josh Taylor, the one that beat Loma, and he was consistent, I might want to see that fight.
Exactly.
But he hasn't been.
That's true.
That's why you have to say the most accolades, but he wouldn't be the best fighter on his resume.
No. I wouldn't say the best fighter on his resume. I'm just strictly accolades. Because a lot of people say, and it's just T.O. fans, I'm not one of them, oh, he 2-time undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. You know that.
But he's not.
I agree with you againstly.
Right.
Let me be blunt. Teofimo cannot beat Bud.
No, not this T.O.
Cannot,
not this
will
T.O.
not, should not.
I don't think the other T.O. would, but it would be if he kept that going. Who knows how good he would have become by now? You understand what I'm saying? This T.O. I don't know what you gonna get out of him.
You don't know. It's like a box of chocolates.
Gordo is gone. I don't know where Gordo at. He better go pull him out the closet.
Well, no, you don't want to say that because he'll show back up again on your ass.
He needs to though. That's the thing. I want him to. I don't hate T.O. He say stupid ass shit, but whatever. But as a boxer, dude, I don't know him personally, so I don't care about that stuff. But like as a boxer, dude, I want him to be great.
Yeah, on his night, T.O. is what's the word I'm looking for? He's a proper problem on his night.
Right. Yeah.
But the problem is you don't know what night you're gonna get him on.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't know, bro. And that's the only thing. But I will honestly say on my show right now, RC, on everything, if that guy from Josh Taylor was consistent, yeah, that would be an intriguing fight, bro. It would. No lie. If he had met Bud at 147 and he was at, you know what I'm saying? And they met somewhere, that would be intriguing. I think
T.O. said he wanted to fight at 54.
No, I'm saying, I don't know about that, but if they was to meet somewhere, or even if he did, but if he was on a constant roll, he was knocking people out, or just outworking, just dominating, people would be like, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he would be one of the ones I would say when he gets ass whooped, he dared to be great. Ain't no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? But for him to go think because of his merits should get him that opportunity, no, because you haven't been consistent with your merits. You could screen your merits out all day long, but if it's been looking like you've been getting your ass when getting gifted fights, bro, no, it just don't work like that. A long time ago, I gave this analogy. Manny Pacquiao is more accomplished than Mayweather.
True.
On paper. But who is the best fighter?
Mayweather.
Thank you. So You get what I mean?
Hey,
So then
man.
who would be more deserving then? You see what I mean? That's how it go.
I
Like,
know
you know
it's
what I
just
mean?
a lot of contradicting to me. Because I feel like, okay, Bud beat Earl, which Earl was the man, got undisputed. T.O. beat Loma, which Loma was the man. Got with the, I guess you could say the fake undisputed. I don't know however they want to put it.
It couldn't be undisputed because it was no fake. It was none of that. It just he wasn't because Devin had the belt. That's how Devin ended up becoming undisputed because he had the regular belt.
Understood. But what I'm saying is, I'm just going with the Teal narrative. You know, Teal fans gonna say he was 2-time undisputed, which we
Right.
all know is not true. I
Right.
agree. I agree with you totally, DJ and Slick. But
Right.
I'm just saying this: if y'all go with this boxing notion, he beat the man at the time, which makes you the man. No, you got to give it to Teal.
I give him that. I'm not taking it away, but T.O. That's like, okay, for instance, if Bud beat the man, which was Earl, 147, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I said he was a man because he had all three belts, right? He
Right.
beat the other champions that was there besides Bud, right?
Right.
Say Bud defended that shit and lost that shit. That would have told me right there, no, I don't know. I don't know if Bud was really that guy. If Bud go on a lose streak, is he really that guy? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to keep winning. You can't just start fading and looking like nothing, bro. You know what I mean?
You know what
just can't do that.
you know what you just described?
What?
George Cambosis.
Right, exactly.
No, hang on. That's completely different. And I'll tell
Well,
you
that's
why.
go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear it.
What you've and look, I'm patriotic to Australian boxers,
You should be.
but what you've actually witnessed is a flash in the pan
Right.
performance, right? That wasn't beforehand and certainly wasn't after backed up by way of performance.
Right.
And that can happen in any sport. Someone was just better on the night. And that's what makes sport the best. I don't know, the best natural or realistic viewing that you can imagine. So, as much as I'm going to give Cambosis his flowers for that particular performance,
Mhm.
it was a flash in the pan performance.
Right.
And let's be fair, it looked more like a flash knockdown than it looked like I've hurt you and you can't get back up.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. So, and I'm honest enough to say that he got taken to school in his home backyard, in his own backyard, by Haney. Haney
Right.
took him to school.
Three
Right.
times.
Uh,
3 times that happened, DJ.
well,
Because Devin Haney did it twice, and then Loma came
Loma.
and did it as well.
what it looked like to me, RC, with the Loma fight was Cambosis wasn't in condition. Like he run out of legs late in that fight and just got overwhelmed. He wasn't fit enough for that fight, not against Loma. So was he hurt? I don't know, but he was just overwhelmed. He had nothing left in the tank.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. He's like an Andy Ruiz.
Uh-oh.
You know. So I mean, like, if you win that, you have to be consistent afterwards to solidify it, right? And I see what Mark Wynn's saying right there. And I've said it too, so I'm not even gonna argue with you about it, Mark. Bud never defended unified. And I told Rob this before on the phone. That's the only thing I hate that he didn't do. Even if it was a
Undisputed.
nobody.
He didn't defend undisputed. I think he
Yeah.
defended unified.
Yeah, right. That's what I meant. But I've told Rob that on the phone. That's the only thing that I hate Bud didn't do. And I know a lot of people say, well, who was left? Right. It probably wasn't. But at 147, it definitely was somebody else there that he could have, you know what I mean? to solidify it. Like you always want to have that fight afterwards to solidify it if it's not going to be a rematch, right? But I know he thought he was going to fight Earl, which sucks. But at the end of the day, I do wish Bud would have 140. I don't blame him. It wasn't nobody else at 140 for him to solidify it. But that when he took Earl belts, I wish he did. 140, I give him a pass on. There was nobody.
Yeah. He had Stanley Orders at 47. He had Mario Barros coming up at 47.
He had somebody at 147 he could have did it. But 140, he beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I've been saying that for real. But Forrest Campos, like I said, all I'm saying is it has to be some consistency there. That's what happened to Andy Ruiz. He had it for a minute, like you said, flash in the pan, went right back at it, lost it. Cambosis, same way. I mean, like, it's other, but that's like you say, that's boxing through boxing history, bro. St. Louis fighter, Spinks, fought Ali. Guess what? He beat Ali. Went back to Ali. Ali beat his ass. that quick, it was gone.
Hey, you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? I'm gonna let you go, DJ. I know you're about to say something, but DJ, real quick, you know what's funny about Cambosis? Cambosis doing a build up of the Devin Haney fight, saying this is for undisputed. I got all the belts.
Yeah, that ain't with nothing.
Look, Dagan, end of the day, results matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter which way you flip or turn it. Results matter.
True.
So if you get outboxed, you get out critiqued tactically and everything, you really shouldn't be going anywhere, particularly on social media or on any sort of media and just, making excuses or talking yourself up. What I will say, though, is that when you start talking about people like, and this is just me, and it's not a criticism, it's just if your only focus is to find the money, when we're talking about someone like Teofimo Lopez, there's actually no reason I can find in my head on his best night he can't clean out 140, right?
Right.
He's actually capable of cleaning out 140 and becoming undisputed.
I agree.
He can't. That's not true. He can't.
Well,
he's saying he will. He's saying that he's capable. Like,
yeah. I'm sorry, DJ. All right, I didn't listen to the whole entire word of capable. My bad.
Capable. There's not a planet in the world that Tio on his best night can't clean up 140 against all of them, right?
Right.
We know that. We see it, but we just don't know what version of Teofimo we're going to get on the night, which makes him vulnerable. Now, to just focus on the money, not the resume, and go looking at 147 or want a shot at Boots, or worse still, 154 or want a shot at Bud, what are you actually trying to achieve here? Because as far as I'm concerned, in 10 years' time or 20 years' time, when I look back through the Hall of Fame or boxing resumes and I see that you're undisputed at 140, I'm actually not really that interested in how strong 140 was at the time. You just did your job. You went to work at 140 and you cleaned out everyone. And I actually think that that's a better accolade than what it is taking a fight at a division above or two divisions above and getting your ass whooped.
Right. I think he just want a payday, bro, like a huge payday.
Y'all are forgetting the mindset of Teofimo Lopez. And I challenge y'all just to take 5 minutes out y'all day and just do a little shuffle or mixture of Teo interviews. You know what Teo has in his mind that he's walking around right now with? He is but 2-time and undisputed in 2 weight classes, is what that man is saying to himself to this day. To him, DJ and Slick, he's already in the Hall of Fame.
Right. And he ain't going nowhere.
To him.
Yep.
And he already said, DJ, he's not gonna be fighting that long. He has done everything there is to do in box. So he may be looking at a Bud fight as a retirement fight.
That's what I said. He looking for a big payday. He see everybody else getting these big paydays. He want one. You know.
And I think that I'm not going to disagree with you, RC, but I think that that's part of the mentality or part of the failure of boxing to say that you need to go and bite off more than you can chew to actually retire. I think that that's actually the failure, to say that if you've got good work in your own division, right, and you can clean that up, for me personally, and I won't speak for boxing fans or casuals or anyone else, if your record shows that I'm going to campaign at 140 and I'm going to clean up everyone that comes in and goes out, right? I'm saying that I'm the best at 140. When you start to actually dissolve that or dilute that and say, oh, I'm going to have a crack at the division above or the division above that, sure, your bank account for you and your family, which is important, right? I'm going to be paid well, but it actually dissolves your overall boxing record because you bit off more than you can chew.
Right. Well, it's a product of boxing and the kids that are in it. I mean, they don't want to do the work, bro.
Nope, not at all.
T.O. don't have a problem getting a fight. It's just
He
T.O. want to
shouldn't
do what
do.
T.O. want to do what T.O. wants to do. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
He could fight.
He turned out a Brian Norman fight.
Right. He turned out a Brian Norman fight.
So where does that mentality come from, Slick? I'm not arguing with you, but yeah.
Money. Giving him too much money ahead of time, and then he had a taste of real money, and he still feel like he deserve it.
Yep.
You know, especially on Top Rank, you done fell down a total pole. I'm not paying you that no more right now.
Right.
You're not that guy. You got to build your way back up. But like I said, it's a case of putting the cart before the horse. You know,
who's T.O. with now, promotional wise?
Always, he gonna retire with Top Rank.
He there for life.
He there for life, bro.
Bob got him.
Why do you say that?
Oh, because the way he did Bob got him. When he thought he was getting away from Bob, he didn't get away from Bob. When he was talking that shit about Bob, I brung Budweiser, and they don't want to treat me this, and I did this. Ain't nobody else doing this. I'm going with Triller. Bob said, okay, we'll see. Go ahead. It ended up being Bob anyway.
And then Triller went bankrupt, and now Teal still's trying to get away from Bob by saying the craziest things in the interview. What he's trying to do, he's trying to purposely get fired.
Himself. Yep.
So how different is the T.O. Top Rank relationship compared to the Shakur Top Rank relationship? Because it sounds to me like some of it's very similar. If
very similar, very similar. But this is the thing, though, and this is going to answer your other question too about T.O. Cleaning out the 140 division. First off, T.O. wants a standard of a certain amount of money he's not going to get at with no competition at 140. And I'm about to make you and Slick laugh about this one. You know what T.O. biggest fight with that 140 belt around his waist is? Y'all want to know the biggest fight?
Which one?
Ryan Garcia.
Oh, yeah, that's for anybody in the lower weight division.
That's just to let you know, DJ Slick, everybody at 140, it don't even matter.
Right.
I'm going to come back to you on that one, but keep going.
But what I'm saying is that's just the thing. Like, DJ, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Why would I chase Julio? Why would I chase Liam Paro? Why would I chase El Rayo, the 140 WBHL? Why would I chase them when I'm looking for money and the only person can give me money is a person that can't even make 140? He not even trying to sniff a belt. And even better than that, the dude suspended into 2025.
Right. April. Yep.
That tells you how weird boxing is. And you know what's so crazy about this, DJ? Watch this. This is really gonna burn your buns here. Tio willing to sit until Ryan get back.
And that's terrible. He losing stock doing that, man. T.O. need to
He
be
will
fighting.
sit and fight nobody
Right.
until Ryan Garcia gets back. Because I'm gonna burn your buns some more. The WBC champion in recess at 140 is willing to sit till Ryan get back. Now you tell me that ain't no sad shit. The man turned down allegedly $4 million to come to Australia fight Paul.
Yep.
Just to be active. You know what? Nah, forget it. I don't want to be active. I don't want to fight. I'll wait on Ryan.
So I don't want to hijack Slick's channel here, but that's a genuine conversation for another day, because I tell you what, the actual modeling, the financial modeling, what you just said shows how fucked up boxing is.
Yes, sir.
Because in every other sport, if you're the top dog and you've earned it the hard way, sponsors, they're just beating down your door and saying, I'm going to give you 100,000. I'm going to give you $1 million. What about this clothesline? What about this cologne? Whatever it might be. What you're actually doing is you're reducing that product that is the best of the best to, I'm going to limit you to whatever pay-per-view and fight I decide for you. And that's how fucked up boxing, to me, personally, individually, has become. When you're actually withholding fights and not proving you're the best of the best, what you're actually doing is you're limiting yourself commercially to the rest of the world. It doesn't make logical common sense to me. Think about a Roger Federer. Think about a LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Think about Serena Williams. Their marketing, not the actual match that they've had, not they've won 2 sets in a row, or the money that's available to some of these athletes is actually being restricted by how often they're allowed to be viewed by the public and how the promotional companies set them up. So for Teofimo Lopez, if you roll through 140, who's to say that Gillette, Slick, and I'm talking about shaving companies or cologne companies, say, here's a whole heap of money over a 10-year deal. When you think about Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, their image is what actually generates real money, not the golf course they play or the Grand Slam that they compete in. The promotional companies are actually just cutting them off and saying, nah, you'll only earn what I give you and how I set it up. And I'm saying to some of these athletes, saying, hang on a minute, why are you actually being held back to a 1970 model when, if you stay off social media and you prove to everyone without any skerrick of a doubt, go fight everyone at 140, clean them up, be unified, be undisputed, that here's all the sponsorship deals that are going to far exceed the purse that you actually fought for in your last 3 or 4 fights. It does my head in. Like, I'm just going, you're in the dark ages.
But DJ, can I ask you a quick question? because I know Slick about to jump in. I can ask you just a real quick question. So you telling me you don't like these fighters that instead of fighting, they just gonna hold themselves back, wishing to get just the money fight? You don't like the fighters that just fighting what's in front of them, mandatories, whatever. Anybody else in the division, like just that say just fuck the division. I just want the one who I want because I know there's gonna be a big payday. You don't like them fighters. That's what you're telling me.
It's a, no. You use the word like and you misrepresent it. I don't like or dislike fighters. What I want is, in a perfect world, to say, well, I can go to every other sport in the world, every
Mhm.
other team or individual sport in the world, and know for a fact who is the top dog, who's the
That you're gonna
best team.
compete in so many words.
I cannot do that with boxing.
Right. So no, because I'm just plainly trying to get an understanding here. You don't like the fighters that refuse to compete just to hold themselves back just for the sake of a check, is what you're telling.
What I'm saying to you is that the way that boxing is promoted and what would I call it, presented, means that, and it's not about a Bud, a Canelo, a Teofimo. It's not about any of those that are easily elite in their sport.
Mhm.
What I'm saying to you is they're not given the opportunity to present to an advertisement or present to the public often enough and regularly enough with the right attitude to say that, look, if I'm going to inspire you with my healthy lifestyle and my results, and I've got a huge Adidas, Nike, whatever it might be, sponsorship.
Hold on. You say Adidas?
Well, look, I've just picked one out of my bum or my
No,
nose,
no,
right?
no, no. I just thought that was
Don't,
funny because
don't,
me and Slick like sneakers. You just fuck me over with the Adidas.
Adidas. Yep.
don't,
Go ahead.
don't worry about the sponsorship that I've chosen. Think about the point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
I
Boxing
hear you.
seems to be the only, as far as I can see, the only sponsorship limiting sport, international sport, that I can think about in the United States.
That's true.
If if you go across to the UK and you have a look at Anthony Joshua's sporting sponsorships, he's
Mhm.
probably earning tens of millions of dollars,
That's true.
maybe more. And boxing doesn't present some of these elite athletes, not boxers, elite athletes, in the right frame, or there's so much that people can learn out of discipline, healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, all those sorts of things, the Buds, the Shakors, all those sorts of things. But worse still, they're saying that the person that doesn't have a healthy lifestyle in a Ryan Garcia, be it drinking and drugs and those sorts of things, they seem to be more popular. Like, you've just got your shit upside down.
Hey man, Shakur Stevenson has a contract with Reebok, and one of the largest United States based shoe and apparel companies headquartered in Baltimore, Maryland, Under Armour. Their biggest sports person is Anthony Joshua, who stays in England.
Yeah,
Now you
he
tell me they ain't
he
upside fucking down. When you got
But tell,
Javante Tank Davis from Baltimore.
tell me I'm wrong, though. Just flat out tell me I'm actually wrong in what I'm seeing.
You're not.
no,
You're
you
not.
ain't.
You telling the perfect scenario. Because I was trying to understand, is it worth like taking fights and being active? Is it worth that to wait for the big name and go for the big check.
Right.
That's what I was trying to get the understanding of how you felt about that. About all these fighters not wanting to, like I say, taking a T.O. Fimo for instance. You admitted he has work at 140. Nah, fuck 140. I want to fight Bud. 2 weight classes above. What do you think about the attitude of boxers like that?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I can't
Hello?
stop people being ambitious, we'll call it, right? But that ambition is only fueled by way of their motivation, and their motivation is money. So if you change that landscape and you say, well, hey, listen, TO, I've got a multi-million dollar deal here. If you manage or can become undisputed at 140, we'll sign you up to on our product, clothing, cologne, shoes, whatever it might
Teofimo
be.
have it already, and he not even undisputed. He has it already. DJ, not to cut you off.
Well, then for the public, that pisses you off more because what it actually says is that you're actually now misrepresenting your achievements and your stature in boxing, not 154, not 140 boxing, but international boxing. And you're earning money off my 70, 80, $90 pay per view. Well, I say to
Mhm.
those people, get fucked. You're getting none of my money if you're just going to actually take my money to watch you beat up a tomato can while someone's giving you multi-million dollar deals. Come back to actually working and earning it. You actually have to earn it. So there's different ways this conversation can go, RC, but I just think that as a athlete, a boxer and an athlete, I think that there's opportunity for you to do really well with the right people if you reserve the right to be the boss,
Gotcha.
not the sheep. Just be the boss.
Gotcha. Well, I know Floyd Mayweather did exactly what you said. He maximized his interest when he was on there. He did it so much, and he did it with tomato cans, and he did it so well and so blatant. He came out at the ring walk with a ski mask on.
Right.
Yeah, the difference there is though, RCs. I think that you've probably got 55% of the population that bought the tickets to want to see him get beat.
Hey man,
Under, understand how you actually portray yourself to the public. Slick, you've been really quiet in all this. Why haven't you got an opinion?
Oh,
Well, I'm
I
sure
mean,
you've got one.
yeah, I got plenty on what you're talking about. I mean, it's just simply the way it's set up. It's so many variables that go into it. You got your promoters, you got your fighters, you got all that. It's like it's so many fuck ups to the point where it's almost hard to pinpoint the blame. You know what I mean? Some of it's bad decision making, some of it's just boxing, some of it's the promoter. And it's just until it's not like a fighter signs to top rank or something like that and he's an employee. You know what I mean? You're a freelance. You can still do what you want. You just can't leave when you want. Put it that way or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
that's real.
That's
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 real.
that's how I see it until it's like some real stable grounding around it. Like if you would top rank and top rank and dock your ass because you ain't show up for work. You know what I mean? You
That's
won't get
true.
Do
that
you
type. You won't get that type of act right. You know what I'm saying?
But do you boys think, in principle, that the there's too much of a heavy focus on the bag and the profit for the actual fight night rather than stepping back from a quarterback view and just saying, look, there's so many other opportunities through sponsorship and those sorts of things that can continue to support me, my family, for God knows how long. Like what Michael Jordan, for example, finished playing in '96 at a
Mm-hmm.
guess. He's still getting sponsorship and getting paid 40 years later.
Right.
So
Boxing
when
not
you
that
look,
popular though, DB.
Not over here. It's not. Right.
yeah,
That is
because
true.
they're continually dictated to. They're actually not invited into the actual boxing community. They're either you're a casual, fuck off, you don't know what you're doing, you like Mexican fighters, you like black fighters. It's just a complete mess.
Right. I agree. Like I said, it has to be some sort of structure for that. To bring the fans from one together. Like I say, if it was under one umbrella, it would be a lot easier for people to grasp, right? So, for instance, in the UK, the two most major and biggest are companies is Matchroom and Queensberry, and now you got them working together, so it's gonna be a lot easier. Like today, man, the crowd was crazy for all the stuff they had going on because they came together and they see the bigger picture now. But when you got Golden Boy, you got Top Rank, even the smallest Salida, and then you got PBC, and all these guys, they're like, man, it's like they're together, but they're not together. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like hidden motives. Like they laugh at the competition. Oh, look at Eddie. Look at Frank Warren. They're shaking hands. Ha 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 ha. But at the end of the day, they can actually take a page out their book and they're winning because they're treating their fighters as they keep their fighters busy, right? They keep their fighters paid, and their fighters know they have to earn and level up. Whereas you got clapback Thursdays from goddamn De La Hoya, and this is supposed
Well,
to be a promoter that's acting as if he's a child. So I mean,
well,
like,
let me
Yeah,
ask you all
can I,
a
okay, DJ, can I jump in? I think I don't know, you need to look at it through, you got to go back through history. Boxing has always been run by gangsters, basically, back in the day. And then, even look at today, Bob Arum. I'm sure he's got
uh huh,
links to certain,
uh
people, and Eddie Hearn in England. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they've got connections to certain people. You know what I mean? It's
huh,
boxing is never going to be a straight down the line sport like, say, football or NRL or AFL, or what I mean. It's never going
right.
to be like that. It's
I,
never going to be
It's
like
gonna
that.
take a lot for it to get like that for sure.
Mark, I do agree with what you're saying, and I'm not a perfect world sort of guy. What I'm just saying to you is that I'm just voicing an opinion as I see it, and that doesn't fix the world. It certainly doesn't. I see that there's other revenue opportunities for boxers if they're promoted the right way and they behave the right way. And what that is that's a safer way to earn money than getting in the ring and getting punched in the head. They just haven't realised it yet.
True.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all I'm saying.
They're
In
they're getting
my
paid lots of money. Hey, I don't care. You can put me in the ring with King Kong. You give me $2 million, I'm going to take that punch in the head and I'm going to lay down. I'm going to take that check and go home.
I heard that. I heard that for sure.
yeah, but Mark, what happens if I sponsor you to take that fight and I'm going to pay you $100,000 a month for the next 5 years? based off
Oh,
his
I'll tell you. I'll
performance.
tell you no. I'll tell you no. I want the money.
I want
Look,
the money.
it's all pie in the sky sort of stuff. I just
Yeah,
look
but
at it, and I just look at the
well,
business model, and you know
you'd
what?
love to, but DJ, I'd love for it to be like that. But you just got to look at it realistically. Like I just said, it's been from the beginning of boxing. I mean, I looked at a thing today, and boxing, the first rules of boxing were made up in England in 1861, and that's where it started from. And
Yeah, in England.
and if the people, and you can just about bet your bottom dollar that the people that were organising, running it in 1861 were not the people that you'd want to associate with your children.
Right.
You know what I mean? They would have
Right.
been underground. Um, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's never gotten away from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's always, you know, I mean, I don't know who's this El Heyman. Is this dude even alive? You know, nobody's seen a photo of this bloke since fucking 1973 or something. I mean, it's a very dodgy, entertaining, but
Mm-hmm.
dodgy as hell by the people it's run by.
Yeah, it's kind of cuckoo. It's those type of hands are still in boxing. There's always gonna be some dirty, shady stuff going on. You know,
Cool. Even
always.
here, I mean, Western Australia is a it's I mean in area it's a big state land area, but it's a small population. You go to the fights in Perth, you're hanging out with nothing but gangsters and bikies, and you know why? Because they're the people that run it, and that's just in a small town like Perth. Perth is just like a country town, basically. In America, Perth would be a small country town,
Hmm.
but bikies and gangsters. You go to the fights. That's a lot of the people. Well, the people that have got them flash seats down the front. That's
Hmm.
them.
Hmm. I can see that, but I mean, it's corruption all the way through boxing. From we see it with the judges,
Exactly. That's what I'm
we've seen
saying.
all
Yeah.
of that. You know, it's always gonna be corruption, but until it's under all one umbrella and there's one head person running everything, then it'll never be right. It'll never be right. It'll seem right at times, but it won't. It won't be right. You know.
Mark, look, I can't and won't disagree with you. I understand all of that. I guess that my frustration, not my opinion, my frustration is that I think that the the sport allows some athletes to be single focused and loyal to their owners, their promoters unfairly when realistically there's a lot of ways that you can take a fight for $1.5 million whilst you're still earning $10 million in the background, and maybe that removes the motivation to only take fights for $10 million. Look, they put themselves at risk. Let's not get it twisted. You go in
Mm-hmm.
there and anything can happen. They put your life at risk, your health at risk, all those sorts of things, particularly over a period of time. Um, I just I just think that the model is a little bit backward and a little bit selfish and a little bit greedy. And look, if someone's going to put on a good fight and a good card, I'm still going to buy it.
Yeah.
If it's a shit fight and a shit undercard, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to stream it illegally. I just don't care.
Right.
Yeah, but I think the biggest problem you've got, DJ, there is you're still looking at it as a sport, and it's not a sport anymore. It's a business.
Well, it's always been a business, right?
It's an industry. Well, I mean,
Except now it's a little more stretched out to the point where free the boxers are freelancers. So like like I say, you could put partial of the blame on the promoters, and yes, it is a crooked business. But at the same time, from the standpoint of what DJ is saying, is it's just time for boxers to become smarter and place their money in things that can benefit them. And so when they do take those small purses, it's a cushion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm hearing you. I mean, I think in the perfect world, if we're going to go to perfect worlds, it should be just television. Get rid of the promoters. It should be just a, well, if you had it, like DJ's trying to say, one belt per division, one organisation, blah blah blah. You have one telecast mob, so then you have the one telecast, the organisation, and then the manager and you.
Yeah.
These promoters, I mean, they're just siphoning money off left, right, and centre.
Yeah. Because that's the business part of it. They got to make sure they get their share.
Well,
You know
Exactly.
what I
Mark,
mean?
And a
I'm
big
actually
share.
not, Mark, I'm actually not advocating for one owner. I think that actually presents,
Yeah, but the way
to
you want it, that's
me,
the only way it's going to happen.
no, hang on, just hear me out, is that competition is healthy if it's done the right way. And so when I talk about I'm not advocating for one owner, if that owner or owners over a period of time is corrupted, you don't get a better product. You
Mhm.
actually need, and you look at any industry across the world, or broadcaster or whatever it might be, is competition's healthy. You've got to find ways to deliver a better product than your competitor, be cheaper, whatever it might be.
Mhm.
That's actually realistic, right? I actually don't want one owner of boxing. What I want is I want people to recognize what's fair and what should be in the best interest of the athletes, um, and the health of the sport. So when we were talking earlier about Netflix and Owl and those sorts of things,
Mhm.
it's going to be a long day in hell before the zone goes out of money, and I'll tell you why.
Oh yeah.
Because the most watched sport worldwide is soccer or
Mhm.
football, right?
Mhm.
The zone have got the rights to it. You
Right.
can get on the zone and you can watch any single for free, not pay per view. You can watch every single English league, women's league. You can watch it all. And what you've
Mhm.
got then is you've got a, I'm guessing something like a 5 billion, 10 billion audience
Right.
that's actually subscribed just to watch soccer or football.
Right.
So if you think Netflix is going to come in and just
Yeah, but
flex
hang
their
on,
bias,
DJ, let me jump in. Let me jump in. So you're still assuming that people that are running this sport, uh, it's more run like, um, you hate to say it, but criminal organisations or bikie gangs or whatever. This is my patch. This is what I got. That's it. And over there, this is our bit, and that's how that's going to happen. And they don't like playing together. When they get together, sometimes it works out well, sometimes it works out really bad.
yeah.
It's as
And
simple. It,
so don't don't mistake my wants or preferences with
Mhm.
not understanding what you're saying, Mark, because I absolutely agree with you. I understand. All I'm saying to you is that there's a part of this that I'm hearing and seeing that has the potential to divide the sport even more than what it already is. People think that Turkey's going to come in with money and put great fights, great cards on. Yes, he actually has done that. That's his flowers.
Mhm.
But if you've got a competitor over there to the left that says, well, I'm not going to bend a knee, kiss the ring, whatever
Mm-hmm.
you want to call it, is that now you've got a competitive business model that isn't bringing people together and better for the fans. It's just going to divide them more.
Yeah, but
Right.
I mean, sometimes you need a good war. You know what I mean? If Turkey and PBC or Netflix or whoever are going to go, head to head, one of them going to lose, and in the end, one of them going to walk away, and then you end up with you've just got this person, and then you've got the small players that are over to the side that used to be with the other mob, but that
Mark, I'm under no
Mm-hmm.
illusion that you're not right. I'm not disputing that. I'm looking at it from a different point of view to saying that there's other opportunities under different models that might suit people better, and I have no influence on it. What I'm going to ask you, Slick,
Mm-hmm.
is what's your mate Anthony Robinson doing
I
in
was
the
looking.
chat?
I don't know. He fine. He ain't said nothing crazy. Salute to Anthony Robinson. Hope you hit the
So look,
subscribe button, bro.
we got on
But
my maths, it's 7 p.m. here where I
yeah,
am, and
it's 3:20. No, it is 4 o'clock here. I was just gonna say, man, I'm about to end it. I'm about to get right back up to do the fight. I think the fight start like it. The card. I gotta find out when it's at card. I think it said 10 a.m. here. It
well,
will
I've
trans.
got by my maths, I've got the card starts in 6 hours exactly, 1 a.m. here, according to Zone. So
So
you need
that
that's
would be
a power nap. That's all you need.
7. Yep, about 10 o'clock my time. Yep. So yep, that's why I'm finna get a power nap, man. So I'm gonna see y'all in a minute, man. Okay.
All right.
All right, man. See
thanks,
y'all
Slick.
soon. Hey, thank you, man, for coming on and blessing the channel. Salute to you, Mark.
See you, mate. See you, mate.
Yep. All right, y'all, man. Hope y'all love the show. I will be back in a matter of 6 hours. We probably gonna be on here for about 6 hours for the Anthony Joshua fight. You know what I mean? I had the card pulled. I don't know what I did to it, but yeah, we got Anthony Joshua against Dubois. I'm gonna pull the card up one more time because I know it's here. I have it on my phone. We're gonna keep it going, then I'm gonna get off. So, just to break it down for everybody who's wondering that's on the card, Anthony Robinson, there are a wonderful fighters everywhere. Yeah, it is, Anthony. We not saying it's not, bro. I hope you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, don't play, man. Support the channel, bro. Um, of course, this fight's taking place at Wembley. Probably should have did this at the beginning of the show, shouldn't I? I know. Don't be mad at me. But suits everybody who rode to the end with me. All right, man. We got Anthony Joshua going against Dubois. Wembley Stadium. They have already sold it out 96,000. That's huge. That's huge, bro. All right, man. So we're gonna start at the bottom. This is the only fight that I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? If you ever seen Josh Padley, you know what I'm saying, and Mark Chamberlain, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just an icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? But Willie Hutchinson and Joshua Buatsi, can't wait for that. All right. Then you got, I think they replaced Liam Smith with somebody, Josh Kelly. That's the only one I think, I don't know who they replaced him with. Or if he even on a card, bro. I don't know. But I think Liam Smith got sick. But Anthony Casey and Josh Warrington, I like Josh Warrington. Definitely want to see that. Tyler Denny, Hamza Shiraz, they are really, really promoting this guy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what he look like, you know what I mean? But this is a damn good card. Just really an appetizer for what's coming. October, you know what I'm saying, with the Evolve and Better Be card. But this is a damn good card. Y'all will see me up on this thing, you know what I'm talking about. 10 a.m., like I said, come back, hang out, show out, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid, because I won't. All right? Having said that, little guy deuces. We're going to shut everything down. I am your boy Slick 50, man. You just witnessed one of the greatest shows on the tube, the judges table, all right? Y'all be easy. Deuces.